Triple G. Brace yourself for the things you'll see. From comic books to toys and more. And cartoons that we adore. Pop culture, flicks, and geeky stuff. We love it all and can't get enough. So settle in and enjoy the show. Please hit like and subscribe before you go.
How's it hanging, YouTube? Peter here, your ginger Geordie Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another episode of Panel Breakers. And I am surrounded, as ever, by some of YouTube's finest. We've got Efren from Passport Comics. How are you, Efren?
I'm doing fine, guys. I'm already over my Comic-Con crud here in San Diego, but the weather's great here right now. Anybody ever wants to come visit San Diego, now would be the time. Yep.
Yeah, cannot wait. Going to see you next year over there, mate.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it. We have got Super Sorrel. How are you, sir?
I'm good, mate. But there's a problem. James T. Keegan's gone ginger.
I mean, is that a problem? Is that a problem?
No, James? There's no bed sheets in tonight's video. That's good.
There's no bed sheets. There's no bed. No, James is actually over in London at the moment visiting.
He's not. He's in the bloody comments. I can see him.
Well, yeah, he's visiting his sister over in the comments. But we are contractually obliged via YouTube to have at least one Irishman on the channel. So we've reached out to our good friend Phil. Phil, I have to say it's lovely to see you. Your hair's looking magnificent. I'm hoping you're going to bring a bit of, because we'll lack sometimes that corner. When James is there, it lacks a little bit of je ne sais quoi. So I'm hoping that's what you're going to bring to the panel tonight. How are you, sir?
I'm all good. Thank you for having me. I'm happy to sub in at any time. Hopefully, from last week, I'm less sweaty and I'm slightly louder than James was last week. So hopefully it's all good.
Yeah, that was a lot of sweat last week, wasn't it? It was a lot of sweat.
It was a lot of sweat.
When it comes to the quiz bit, though, does he represent James? Is he in charge of James's point?
No, he doesn't get. If he wins, James. So basically, if he wins, he gets put on the leaderboard and he has to get brought back. Yeah.
See, Pete's a freak because Pete knows I'm good at quizzes. If I actually point for James, he won't be happy.
Me and Phil used to take part in a quiz, and I beat him regularly. So yeah, it was good fun. It was good fun. We've got loads to get through tonight, guys. So before we get to the chat, I just want to say we're quickly talking backstage there. Phil is just back from Florida. Phil, just very quickly, give a bit of a rundown. Well, a lot of us have been to Florida and a lot of us have talked about the different parks and things, but you've managed to get yourself to the Universal Land, which some of us have not been to yet. So is it worth a trip?
Oh, it's definitely worth it, but just expect long delays. So Epic Universe only opened at the end of May, I think, in Universal Orlando. Yeah. And it contains the Monsters universe. It contains the Isle of Berk, which is How to Train Your Dragon, which is fantastic, by the way. Yeah. The Harry Potter stuff, I could take it or leave it. But for me, the standout was Isle of Berk and the Universal Monsters. Nintendo Land, or whatever it's called, is there also. But it is manic. It is proper mayhem. And I didn't enjoy it because you're fully exposed in the sun. And I was burnt. But other than that, if you get Warrior Factor 50, and douse yourself in ice or something, cool down, it's 100% worth it. Just maybe wait till October, September, a kind of cooler months maybe. But it's phenomenal. I love that Monsters Universe is fantastic.
Very jealous.
Do they have is the Harry Potter Land, is that the new one or is it still the old one?
No, it's the new one that's what's the ride called? Like the Flu. You go into the Ministry of Magic.
Yeah, the Ministry of Magic. Yeah. You go through a full tunnels and all that, don't you?
Yeah, but the queue for that was like 2.5 hours. But because it's so odd, because it's not part of your 2-week pass, you have to buy a day ticket, and it's like $100 per person per day. And 4 of us went, so it was like $400 extra for one day. So I was only doing one day, and that was it. I wasn't paying for a week's worth. So
do they have fast passes or anything like that, like Disneyland? Or
they do, but a lot of the times, and on the day I was there, by the way, the fast pass lane didn't open because it was just too busy.
Right.
So if everyone in the fast pass lane, regular Joes like myself who can't afford the fast passes, would just be waiting hours and hours. But the other thing I'll say too, maybe wait till next year, because it's a technical rehearsal. So a lot of the rides are breaking down because they're not used to the volume of stuff. But saying that, I got on everything I wanted to go on. I seen everything I wanted to see. Nice. It was brilliant.
Fabulous. Very jealous. Very jealous. Little tip, well, we've done a few times. Sorry, I don't know if you've done it. But when you go to Universal, if you go and you so we normally base ourselves at the other side. But if you go and you stay a night in one of the Universal hotels, so the Hard Rock or whatever, you get free day passes. Free fast passes for the parks, which turned out really well. So we did that. We've done that last couple of times. Saved you a bit of money. Okay, let's see who's in the chat. We've got Mr. Keegan, who's in London, just here for fills. You should take James' spot permanently. We've already discussed that, and the contracts are being drawn. We've got Wayne Deacon. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all okay. Rusty Ginger Pubes. I think that's about you, Phil. We've got Cyril in. Hey, Phil, you shouldn't take James' spot permanently. This is hilarious. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Chris has changed his name and now he's stuck with it for, is it another 10 days or something, Chris?
Like 20 odd days, wasn't it? Yeah, got stuck with it.
Yeah. Nice to see you, Andy. Hope you're doing well. He's got 10 more days to go. Fuzzy, bit of Keego support. Good stuff. Keegan leaves, then I leave. We should get up a poll for your new name. Keegan can't leave us. We love his bed covers. Jesus. Who'll be the looks of the group? It's nice that he thinks that, isn't it? Bat Dan, nice to see you. Bat Dan, hope you're doing well. We've got Terry, nice to see you too, bud. And we've got Ash, always good to see you, my friend. And James Mack is in the chat. Good to see you, James. Stephen Butler, I keep getting blocked. Who keeps blocking you, Stephen? I hope we're not blocking you, mate. Nice to see you anyway. We've got Andrew, always good to see you, pal. He's in London buying James is in London buying PlayStation duvet covers.
He has them already.
How old is his sister? I'm not sure. I think she's older than James. I mean, James is about 12, so I think she's a bit older than him. She's got her own house. Yeah. James, Northern Irish. It's very important distinction, Pete.
Is he drawing battle lines in the comments? Jesus.
Or any opportunity James can, even any opportunity. We had the misfortune of going to a museum with him in London, and he was just horrendous. You British. Anyway, we've got Brian, local culture. Nice to see you, Brian. Hope you're doing well. Andrew says, looks like you've been robbed. So I said that. Yeah. He's clearing his shelves. Oh, we've got JP. Hello, JP. Haven't seen you for a little while, but hope you're doing okay. Sorrel's not being robbed. He's making room for his new freebies he gets.
May I just say, everyone always makes that comment. I only get about 10% of freebies. The rest is I pay for. Jesus Christ.
The irony of Deacon talking about freebies. It's kicking off in the chat. We've upset everyone. He's gone. We've got Shelley. How are you, Shelley? Hope you're doing well. And we've got Joshy Boys Toys. Good to see you as well. Is our up to date? The chat was blocking me, but it seems to be working now.
Yeah, it's been doing that off and on, Stephen, for a while. Just refresh your page; it should be okay.
That's strange, isn't it? G Spot and a book. Right.
Fuzzy, Jesus.
Horrendous.
Wow, Fuzzy. I mean, basically, Fuzzy, I'd imagine she just looks like James with a ponytail. So if that's your thing, fair enough. That's fair enough. More of a robber's vault than a museum, let's be honest. There we go. Was it a bit... Oh, God. Right, chaps, let's move on. We've got 20 odd people watching. Thank you so much, everybody. We've got loads to get through tonight, so let's crack on. That is Fuzzy's thing. And just before we go, we've got Sean. Even if Peeps shit fillers on, I didn't think he was in as a just past your housemate. Did Sean get you a mug, Phil?
No, and it's probably my fault. I have books for Sean as well, but I've just been very, very busy, Sean. But I often see him walking up and down the street with the dog. That dog gets walked more times than I do. I'm thinking to myself, is he doing this on purpose? Did he just walk up and down past my front window?
I mean, when does it technically become stalking?
Exactly.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But to be fair, Sean probably can't see over your window, can he? So, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, guys, let's crack on. We'll start as ever with a little bit of comic book and nerdy related news, and we've got this. This is the Punisher. You distracted us there, Phil. I wasn't sure if you had pants on when you stood up and bent over. This is the Punisher. This is the official kind of first look at the costume from the Marvel Special presentation. I think it looks pretty darn impressive. What do you guys think? Is that? I mean, it's pretty standard Punisher outfit, isn't it? It's nice that we're finally getting the emblem. What do you guys think?
Oh yeah, I mean, I love it. I mean, the emblem's back, and I don't know. I mean, he's such a character. I mean, the character in Daredevil, he's always so just killing people left and right, and very graphic. I'm not sure how this is going to mesh in the Spider-Man movie. To be honest with you, though.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. It's they have said, that's what the next image is showing there, that it's confirmed now that Hulk is also in the movie, and that Spider-Man, Hulk, and Punisher will be fighting at some point. There has been rumblings and rumours that the Punisher's going to have to up his game, obviously, to take on the Hulk. It's been mentioned that he's going to have access to advanced technology. So some people are suggesting that he might end up with a war machine like armour. Phil, you a Punisher fan? Does this appeal to you at all?
Oh, definitely. The thing is, I read an article about this and said that they were so pleased with how comic accurate the suit was, and it is for modern day Punisher, to be fair. But I want the white boots and the white gloves, and that's what I want for the Punisher. I don't know how you would fit it in modern day shows, but that's what I would want for the Punisher.
You see, that's why you're here, Phil. Do you know what I mean? James is there with the same kind of stuff, but you see it nicer, you present it better. So yeah, you're right. White gloves and white boots would be cool. Sorrel, what do you think about him going into a War Machine type armor?
It could be interesting. Obviously, Peter Parker's got access to all of Tony's tech, hasn't he, at this point in his timeline? So yeah, it could be that he just steals one from, uses the machine, in Peter Parker's bedroom or wherever he is nowadays, and makes his own suit.
Actually, has he got the tech anymore? Because everyone's forgot who he is, haven't they?
I was wondering that, yeah.
Yeah,
I just remember at the end of the movie, he went into a wee grubby apartment on his own and stuff.
Yeah, he's in New York now, isn't he? He's on his own. Yeah. It's actually, no, it could be different.
Interesting. It'll be interesting. I mean, I kind of understand. I kind of understand why for Punisher to be relevant in this movie, as in being able to kind of stand toe to toe with those level of characters, they're going to have to up his game somehow. I wouldn't mind seeing him in the War Machine armor or something, some kind of equivalent. That could be pretty cool.
I think this is based after the Daredevil season 2.
It is, yeah.
He's going to be in that as well. So I'd imagine. I mean, Daredevil appeared in the Spider-Man movie recently. I don't know if there's a crossover with that, because I would love to see Daredevil and Spider-Man.
Yeah, me too.
Crossover.
They keep saying that the new Spider-Man movie is bridging the gap between the two Avengers movies or something. Okay. I keep reading that. On things, whether it's real or not. I don't know. People keep writing that this film's kind of like in the middle of both of the Avengers films. Yeah.
I think that. I mean, that would be an interesting take on it, Sorrel. It'd be interesting. I mean, we were talking last week, weren't we, about some of the characters that have been in cameos and things that we're not getting back, and we talked about who we'd like to see back. Obviously, they were watching the show because they've announced this week that Michael Mando is coming back as Scorpion, and that was one of the ones that was on my list last week.
It was.
So we are going to get Scorpion potentially. Well, I would imagine a version of Scorpion in this movie. Efren, I know you're a big Spider-Man guy. Is Scorpion someone you want to see?
Not really. I don't even remember him being he was in the previous movie Spider-Man. I don't remember that scene.
He wasn't in costume. It was just
that's right.
In the prison, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's right. I remember that. Yeah. I mean, if it's done well, then yes. I just have my concerns about Punisher. I'm sorry, being in this movie. In the comic books, yes. In the Netflix show with Daredevil, yes, but I think he's too gritty to be in a Spider-Man movie. I don't know how they're going to have to tone it down for him. I'm not sure. That's not his character,
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be interesting. Any of you guys excited to see potentially Scorpion in the film?
Not all.
No.
I'm not a fan of this version. I think they should leave it alone and just continue with the Punisher and Hulk and do something with that. If we throw villains in it as well, it's just going to be mental, isn't it?
That's the danger. You get too many characters, isn't it? You get too many people chucked in there.
I would happily watch a film with, the Punisher's trying to do his Punisher thing, assassinate people, and Peter Parker's foiling him kind of thing at every turn. So that's how you get away with the lack of violence. Like Peter Parker's going to web shoot the gun and pull it away as it fires, things like that. So you don't get the gratuitous violence bit, but Punisher still gets the Punisher. It's the only way I can see him handling it.
Von Hoots in the chat. Bloody hell, Keegan got better looking. Plastic surgery, mate. Plastic surgery. LN Studio is saying that he would like to see Keaton return as a Vulture. I'll watch anything with Keaton in. So yeah. Okay, Phil. I mean, you want to add on that before we move on, mate?
I'm quite glad to see that they've actually returned the emblem or the symbol of the Punisher, because that was kind of hijacked for a while, and then they changed it in the comics, and it's good that they brought it back, but they mean what it actually means and stuff. And I agree with Sorrel. It's going to be he's a killer. Yeah. So how's Spider-Man going to do it? So I expect the same thing. He wants to destroy something, and Spidey just shoots the web, saves the gun, and that's it.
Yeah.
The real question is, though, Pete, after the timeline change, after Avengers Doomsday and the Secret Wars, do we continue with Tom Holland, or do we recast and do we get a new actor, or do we go for Miles Morales live action this time?
Well, did you see the pay? So there was something, and I'm guessing, so please, Fuzzy or someone check us in the comments. I think I saw something today, and it was saying that his original pay was in the thousands for Spider-Man, obviously, and he's getting something like ridiculous, like 25 million for this movie. So
but there's three movies he signed for, isn't that right? Does that include the Doomsday and Secret Wars, you think?
I think so. I think
these will be the three. It'll be Brand New Day, Avengers, Secret Wars, and Doomsday. It'll be like the three, won't it? That'll be his new contract or whatever.
The danger with all of these franchise movies is exactly that. Is they sign them up to a few films, which is great, but then if the films are successes, they can write their own checks. I mean, they can't afford to have. I mean, just looking at the wage alone to have Robert Downey Jr., Tom Holland, and those kind of that caliber of actor now in one film, you're almost shooting yourself in the foot to be able to make any profit because the cost is too high. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get more recasts. Just going to quickly jump to the chat, guys. Batman, I share everyone's concerns about the Punisher in that Spidey movie just doesn't feel right unless they go very street level. But if they're fighting the Hulk, that doesn't feel street level to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was thinking this too. I think some of those will be like, what has happened over the last year or two since the end of the last movie. Yeah. Variety have announced they're doing Spider-Punk. Yeah, I saw that. An animated one, I think, Fuzzy, wasn't it? And he signed a 3 solo movie contract. Okay.
That's what I was confused about, and Keegan says the same thing. Sony referred to it as a new trilogy. That's what I was hoping for, because I really like Tom Holland. But who knows?
All for more Tom Holland.
He's a great Spider-Man.
I also read recently that Kevin Feige says don't expect Miles Morales anytime soon. Sony won't release the rights because they still have to finish the third movie, the animated one. He says don't expect them anytime soon. He said.
I was thinking, how cool would it be to see the cartoon version suddenly go live action? Because they've done that with the other way around, haven't they? They've had live action in the cartoon. How cool would it be to see one of them characters walk out into a live action film with a new actor and stuff? That'd be mint.
That's kind of what I thought the end of the Spider-Verse films would be Miles somehow transporting into our universe in some way. But we'll see. We've got 30 people watching. Thank you very much, everybody. Please do hit that like and subscribe. What a bell end. Honestly. So Rob Liefeld, if you don't know, is on a kind of a one-man crusade against Marvel at the moment. It has been for a little while. It seems to have... his relationship with Marvel has been hit and miss over the years for a number of reasons. But it seems to have stemmed very much from the last Deadpool film, where he didn't get invited to some premiere, or someone didn't say thank you, or Kevin Feige didn't shake his hand. I don't know. It was something ridiculous like that. And since then, he's been incredibly vocal about Marvel. He's been all over the place over the last week or so, basically ripping Fantastic Four apart, saying how boring it is. Galactus was crap. He just thought the film was absolutely atrocious. Unfortunately, he's shared something today which is a little bit worrying, in that the Fantastic Four movie had an 80% drop in sales.
It
did have a they do naturally, don't they? Yeah. But Rob is as usual kind of touting this as the end days, and that Fantastic Four was crap. What do you think?
I read this and I just thought, to be honest, cinema as a whole, exclusive to Marvel movies. Cinema Hall isn't great. Very few movies have a second week that's as big as the first or close to it. It's just the way the world is going. Less people go to the cinema. Basically, this is the best Marvel movie since Endgame, in my opinion.
I went back the other day. I got.
Nice.
Yeah, I went back the other day. They were giving these out. It was really nice. Really.
Did you see it in IMAX?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, IMAX
Really
has
cool.
definitely converted me. I saw Superman and then I saw
Well,
Fantastic Four. In
I've
IMAX.
seen Fantastic Four in IMAX and in regular. You see more in the IMAX. In the regular shot, you just see Galactus' head. On the IMAX, it's like longer.
Yeah,
You see more of it, which is cool.
So do I think Rob's just a bitter guy at the moment?
100%.
Does he still get work currently?
Yeah, he's still churning crap out. I mean, he's just re-released Youngblood, I think, and I think it did really well. Youngblood 1 or something like that. I find it very, very bizarre. I really do.
It's just personal with him. You can tell he just doesn't want him to succeed. It's just very personal. I've seen some of the videos that go, damn, calm down.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Just,
crazy.
Yeah. Ellen Stewart is saying that 20% is still like 30 million. Yeah, absolutely, bud. Absolutely. I think it's just sad. It is just sad. Thank you very much, Terry. Go on, guys, hit that like hand. They won't get any more handsome. How dare you, sir? Thank you very much, Terry. Do appreciate it, bud. Cinema is there for kids' films nowadays. That's how they survive. That's true. I miss the days when opening weekends in the cinema were a big event. Definitely tapered off in recent times. Yeah. And Rob is such a blowhard. He absolutely is. And it's sad. It is sad. Now, Pink Panther reboot. It's been confirmed. We've got a new Inspector Clouseau coming. Going to be played by a Hollywood A-lister. I'm a massive fan of the Peter Sellers Pink Panther movies. Yeah. Great comedy. It's nice to see this coming back. Probably spurred on a little bit by the success of Naked Gun, I would imagine. Have you guys seen this? Have you seen this announcement?
No.
So
just currently looking it up right now.
So,
but I hope it's someone that can do it and not random.
Sorrow. It will blow your mind. This is A-lister.
Well, I want to say, I was hoping they might go with someone like Sacha Baron Cohen.
Okay. Who would your ideal be to do this?
Sacha Baron Cohen.
That would make sense. Efren, who would you like to see do this?
God, just putting me on the spot here. I just read something about Jim Carrey, maybe him.
Jim Carrey would be great. Yeah.
Not
Phil,
Jim Carrey, though.
Phil, who is it?
My ideal would be Eddie Murphy, and it's going to be Eddie Murphy.
Eddie fucking Murphy.
Eddie Murphy
doing the Pink Panther.
Oh no!
I mean, oh my life.
What's the last movie he made? I haven't seen him in a long time.
He made a couple of god awful ones for Amazon around Christmas time.
Oh, didn't he do? Really? Didn't he do Return to America 2?
Coming back to America.
Coming back to America 2.
Yeah.
He's doing what all the other actors doing, where they basically make sequels of all their old films.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. I think I can't remember. He's certainly not who I would have aligned to this. That said, Eddie Murphy, when he was in his prime, was damn funny. Yeah. So maybe this will work. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. Fuzzy is just saying, Rob said that Galactus looked like he was made of cake, clay, and metal. I'm not quite sure about that. Wayne, fuck reboots. Sarah Cornwall would make Google Clouseau. Yeah, definitely has a look. Yeah,
he's got the voice and everything. You can imagine him doing the Borat voice going Inspector Clouseau, doing all the dodgy accent and stuff.
Yeah, well, exactly, because he's got to have that distinctive accent.
Yeah.
It's going to be Pedro Pascal. Guaranteed shite. Yeah. Is Eddie Murphy going to do the RDJ and become white instead? Perhaps. I quite like the Steve Martin one as well, James. I didn't think the Steve Martin one was actually.
I remember Steve Martin one.
Yeah.
He did 2, didn't he? I think he did 2. Steve Martin.
Did he do Bilko as well? Who did Bilko?
Sergeant Bilko.
Yeah.
I think that was Chris Martin. It might as well, wasn't it? Steve Martin?
I think it was. I can't remember. That's right. I forgot about that. Von Hood, Beverly Hills Cop 5 was a good watch. It wasn't bad, actually. I didn't mind Beverly Hills Cop 5. Do you guys see that?
Not yet.
Yeah, I did. It was good.
Yeah, it was all right.
I just can't imagine the voice of Donkey doing Clouseau.
Yeah. We'll see. It'll be interesting. This has been everywhere over the last few days. We've got Spider-Man filming up in Scotland. There's been tons of videos, press images, all the rest of it. But we'll get a full proper look at Tom Holland in the spider suit. I love it. I think it looks great. What do you guys think?
It's very like original type of suit. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like it.
Huge web shooters, mind.
Do you think it'll look like that in the film, or is that so they can CGI over the top of it?
No, I think that's it. I think
that's how it's going to look.
I think so. I hope so, actually, because I think, like a lot of people, I'm done with tech Spider-Man now. I want to go back to the
classic Spidey.
Yeah, classic Spidey. So yeah, I quite like. That said, I really liked the end of the last movie where you had your shimmery kind of shiny spandex. That doesn't look as shimmery to me.
That's why I'm wondering whether they do that over do something digitally over the top to enhance the look of it, or whether it's going to look like that on camera, like on screen.
I do love these images as well, mind. Of some kids have turned up to where he was filming in Spider-Man costumes, and he took his time to go and kind of say hello and stuff. That I love that kind of stuff. Andrew's just saying Disney's spent a lot of money smoothing the costumes using CGI. Yeah, perhaps. And not my favourite suit, but definitely most comic accurate. Yeah, I agree. Efren, you like it?
Oh yeah, I mean I like it, but I also think they are going to add something to it, some CGI a little bit to make it look. They're going to tweak it here and there, to make it look, presentable, so to speak.
Yeah, just that comment about smoothing it out. I never really realized it until I see it there now. Like the wrinkles in the suit, it's like it really does look like 1970s kind of TV show vibes or whatever that was back in the day. And that's why I liked it, like kind of retro. Like he's on his own. He doesn't have Tony Stark's tech. He's literally sewing his own suit now, isn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it.
Looks cool. I feel like we'll do this every week. There's more covers for Batman Deadpool. I think this is the last few to show off now.
There's more than that now, isn't there? Isn't there a few more?
Oh God,
I'm sure there's been more.
Probably will be. We've got a blank cover. I like that. I'll be picking that up. Some of them are pretty nice. Love the fact that J. Scott Campbell knows his audience, and he somehow managed to get Psylocke bent into a shape so she can show you a backside.
Lucius Maximus.
Yeah, so good stuff.
Does Rob Liefeld have a cover?
Actually, I don't know.
Maybe that's why he's better.
He's in a hoof because he didn't get off at the cover. Yeah.
Right. Do you guys know if the secondary story is going to be more than one story? Because they've had different characters on theirs, like Psylocke.
So the only ones that I've seen, someone correct us in the chat if I'm wrong, is the Shark and Crypto, and then Green Arrow and Daredevil.
Yeah.
The rest of the covers are just kind of mashup covers. I don't think it relates to an actual story.
Okay.
Maybe cool if they did. I'd love to see Psylocke 100 comics.
Yeah. I've not seen Huntress in anything for ages, actually. I don't know if she's kind of active at the moment. Yeah, some nice covers. There's no doubt there's some great covers to this series. Fuzzy is a big fan of the Frank Miller. It's wonderful. That's the one we showed off last week, Fuzzy. I know you put it on Instagram today. I'm pleased you like it, Fuzzy. Not for me. This is a little bit of old news, but I just wanted to touch on it. There's been tons of rumours and rumblings about Batman casting. James Gunn has commented on the fan casting of Batman, where a lot of people have mentioned Alan Ritchson. So this is the guy who did play Aquaman in Smallville. Then he went on to play Hawk in Titans. And now he's Jack Reacher, I believe.
Yeah.
Massive. I mean, he's huge. He's an absolute beast of a guy. Lots of people are saying they would like him to play Bruce Wayne Batman. James Gunn's come out and said, I'm a big fan of Richardson, both as an actor and as a guy. Let's see. Let's just wait and see what happens. Would you be happy with this casting, guys?
I like him, but I think he would be a good Batman, but I don't think he'd be a good Bruce Wayne. That's the thing. You're going to need an actor that can do the suave, sophisticated Bruce as well as the Batman character.
Yeah, I don't think he has the chops to be a good Bruce Wayne.
No.
Also, my favorite to get it is a guy called Brandon Sklenlar, who was in 1923. I think.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's been touted recently because apparently James Gunn has been liking a lot of his posts, and he's in training. He's looking very big and strong, so that's how I would want.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because I don't know what I want from a Batman. I don't know if I want him in the kind of the absolute universe, like a huge tank of a man. Do you know what I mean? Efren, what do you think?
Batman, yes, but I didn't even think about Bruce Wayne when you guys just mentioned it. Yeah, that'd be, I don't know about him being Bruce Wayne, you know, suave and sophisticated. You know, that'd be tough. I don't know.
Because that's the thing. I always thought like Val Kilmer was a good Batman, but he wasn't a good Bruce Wayne. Whereas I thought Clooney was a good Bruce Wayne, but not a good Batman.
Yeah,
you know, you need that middle ground.
Whereas Keaton was perfection in everything.
Yeah,
No, he wasn't.
How dare you, Phil? How dare you?
Ben Affleck is the best of the both.
But, well, I do like Affleck, mind I have to say. I do like Affleck.
Was good.
Kev is saying I like the Cap Wonder Woman cover for the Deadpool crossover comic. Yeah, we looked at that one last week. I absolutely love that one. I'll be picking that one up. James, legit, they should bring back him as Aquaman. Yeah, that would be cool. Huntress is getting a book with Red Hood. Oh, that'll be interesting. I might have to check that one out. And I think I'm with Fuzzy here. I think he's a better Thor. I think he could make a really cool Thor, actually. If he's playing Batman, then Bane becomes a problem. Yeah, how do you get bigger than him in terms of that? That would be a real challenge. And he would dwarf Corn Sweat. Yeah,
that's the thing, though. Do you remember when we first got Thor and everybody sort of went, well, he's a bit small for Thor, but then all of a sudden, by the time the Avengers came around, he was tanked up, wasn't he? Yeah, he's just got bigger as time's gone on. So I mean, this could be the same for Corn Sweat. It might take him a bit, but he's done the first movie. He might just get bulkier and bulkier as time goes on now.
Kev and Von Hoot are saying the same thing, that if they were going from absolute Batman, he would work really well. Yeah, he would. He'd be huge. Batman, you hear what you're saying, guys, but I'd be delighted if Richardson got the gig. So he's a fan. True story, before anyone knew who he was, he went to film at the local gym. I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
They trained him.
Did you? I mean, all the stars, Phil, mention you, to be fair. All the big stars. Brandon, not saying that name, would be fantastic. He was great in Drop. Still not seen Drop. I need to get on that. Still not seen it. I think they'll have a real challenge now that we can compare to Patterson. It's going to be real tough to beat that, whether as Bruce or Bat. Yeah. I'm still surprised they're not just going to move Patterson over, to be honest. But anyway, yeah. Clooney was a bobble-headed tit. Fair enough. With Phil, Affleck was great. I liked Affleck. So, guys, I'm not going to say I did the research for this because I absolutely didn't. I found this on the internet. But this was quite interesting. There's been a load of other people have been almost cast as the Bat in the past, but never quite made it. Some of them are really quite weird. Now, I knew of some of them, but some of them just blew my little mind. Bill Murray. I cannot get my head around that at all. He was apparently in the running for the Tim Burton 89 Batman prior to Michael Keaton. I cannot work that one out. We then got Mel Gibson, again, for the Tim Burton movies. That would have been pretty cool. Ethan Hawke could have been an interesting one. These are all for Batman 89, Batman Returns. And then Keanu Reeves. Now, I am a big Keanu Reeves fan. I love the John Wick movies. But, Keanu, if you're watching, I love you. I love you dearly. But you cannot act, mate. You dog shit. I mean, have you seen the trailer for that new one where he's an angel or something?
Yeah.
Wowzers. It's
Keanu Reeves is an angel, looks like.
It's awful.
You're going to upset half the internet here, Pete. They're going to come for you. Keanu Reeves is untouchable almost. You know, just
yeah. No. So, some interesting choices there, guys. If we're making Batman 89 now, and you could only have one of those four actors as your Batman / Bruce Wayne, which one is it going to be? So we'll start with you, Sorrel.
Oh God. Would Ethan Hawke even been old enough to have played him at that point?
God only knows.
I mean, Keanu was ridiculously young off of Speed 2, wouldn't he have been at that point? Yeah, I'd probably go for Keanu out of them lot.
Keanu?
Mate, Mel Gibson or Bill Murray? You insane? That'd be shit.
I mean, Mel Gibson was good back in the day, but okay. Phil?
Braveheart Batman.
Yeah. Phil, who are you going for? Let me know in the chat as well which one of these four you're going for.
I'd have to say all four would be horrendous. Michael Keaton was also horrendous. That's another story.
You're not being invited back. You know that.
If I'm being honest, it would be Ethan Hawke or Keanu Reeves, because Mel Gibson would have been dreadful. Bill Murray. I mean, I love Bill Murray. Like, I'm a massive Bill Murray fan, but not for Batman. Like,
I mean,
that's
I know Tim Burton's a bit out there, but that's just mental casting, surely. Bill
bad.
Murray.
If you think about it now, how kind of quirky and like almost campy how the Batman '89 movie was compared to like modern day Batman movies, like Bill Murray would have just made a complete piss take of the whole thing. It would have been a comedy more than it turned out to be.
Efren, which one you going for?
When Michael Keaton was first cast as Batman, people were saying, hey, he's not going to be good for the role. He's a comedian. He just wouldn't fit the Batman role. I'm picking Bill Murray. I think he's the best actor among them. And I think it'd be interesting. I think he'd be a good enough actor to turn it around and be Batman. If they told him, hey, here's a script. Here's what you got to do. If you follow the script, and that's why I choose Bill Murray. Not people have I'm not a prejudice against him, but he's a comedian. He doesn't do those kind of movies. Give him a chance. We all gave Michael Keaton a chance, and look how he turned out.
Yeah. Didn't see that coming, Efren.
Yeah.
I didn't see you picking Bill Murray.
No.
That's
But out of those four, so yeah.
Yeah. I would go with Gibson. I have to say, I would go with Mel Gibson. I think he's got the gravelly gravitas for it. Let's see what the chat are saying just before we move on. Where will we get to? Sorry. Check out the scenes he's playing Bruce. His head doesn't stop bobbling all over. He's still talking about what you call him. I'm not convinced Keaton did it. Anyone would have been able to say it, so Murray may have worked. Okay. Ghostbusters 2 probably made him not sign on. Yeah, potentially, mate. Ash, love Keanu, but not for Batman. Harrison Ford was also in the running. That would have been interesting. Oh, I wouldn't cast Keanu Reeves to play Keanu Reeves. Hawk would have made a good Batman. Yeah, no problem, Stephen. I'm sorry. Keanu wasn't in Speed 2. That's on the. Is that the one on? Is that the one on the boat?
On the bus.
With the guy from the Lost Boys movie was
Yeah.
The one on the bus weren't that thingy? Hang on a minute.
Keanu, Speed 1 is the one on the bus. Speed 2 is on the boat.
That was like
isn't it?
mid-90s.
No, it was in one of the Speed films, wasn't it? Jesus Christ, people get picky, don't they? Christ.
Keanu slander is insane. Gibson would go for Gibson. Phil, did we watch the same 89 Batman? Absolutely. James Keegan, Gibson would have nailed it in 89. But to think Nicolas Cage was almost Superman. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Bill Murray as Alfred. That would be pretty cool. I like that. I'm never complaining about Robert Pattinson again. Murray is the most similar to Keaton. People thought Heath Ledger was a bad pick until he wasn't. So, yeah, that's a great point. James would be a good Batman. Oh, we got Kenneth. Nice to see you, Kenneth. Good stuff. How are you doing? Right, guys, we're not finished. Let's bring it up to date. Other people who were rumoured to play Batman. I think that's a great pick. So we've got Jake for Batman Beyond. Batman from the Christopher Nolan universe. Cillian Murphy again for that kind of era. We then got Josh Brolin, who was almost going to be in Batman versus Superman. I could see that working for that Dark Knight kind of grim and gritty, and Armie Hammer instead of Patterson. Yeah, I don't know. I think out of all of those, I think Josh Brolin's the one that I would quite enjoy seeing. Affleck was good, I'll give you that. But if you were going to do a Dark Knight film, Josh Brolin's got that kind of angry, grumpy old man look to him, you know.
That look you have for Josh Brolin looks the part for Dark Knight Returns type of. Yeah. The other thing I should say, by the way, you mentioned Bill Murray as well, but Bruce Wayne's a good looking bloke. He's always been a good looking bloke. Bill Murray isn't. Like Jake Gyllenhaal's a good looking bloke. He could do the role. I vaguely remember Armie Hammer being linked, but he was in some weird movie with he called Captain Jack Sparrow actor. What's his name?
Johnny Depp.
He was in some weird movie with Johnny Depp. I can't remember what it was. It was dreadful. He isn't very good, unfortunately, but he looks the part.
See, I don't know that I'm that familiar with Army Hammer, to be honest.
He was one of the twins in the Social Network movie, the Facebook movie.
Ah, okay.
And he was in that, whatever that cowboy movie was with Johnny Depp.
Okay.
But that's about it. Lone Ranger. Good job, Wayne.
Speed 3, the episode of Father Ted. Love that one with the milk float. Love it. Okay, guys, before we move on, anything to add on any of them? Would you watch any of those if they were in it?
No.
No? Oh, Fuzzy's saying Army Hammer's cancelled.
Why?
He
Why is he
did
cancelled?
something. I forgot what he did, but yeah, he was canceled a few years ago. Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Was it because of the Lone Ranger? Because it deserves to be, if not. That was the weirdest fucking movie ever, wasn't it?
A cannibal fetishist.
What the hell
Jesus.
is that?
I missed that one.
I'm glad I missed that.
Whoa! The Lone Ranger eats people and gets off on it. Nice.
I never watched The Lone Ranger. Oh my God, everyone's confirmed he's a cannibal. A real cannibal. Jesus. Anyway, we've got with DC slate of announced films and films that they have been talking about, TV shows. There's a whole host of stuff. We've got Peacemaker. Andy's admitted to drinking blood. Yeah, the guy's mental. Let's keep him away from Batman. We've got Peacemaker Season 2, Lanterns, Supergirl, Clayface, Batman Part 2, Dynamic Joe, and then there's a whole load of other ones. Have a quick look at those titles, guys. You guys in the chat as well. If you could only watch one, I'm going to be harsh, one out of all of that, which one are you going for?
Oh, come on.
One. I'm a hard man. I'm a hard taskmaster, I tell you. I haven't looked at them myself.
Is Swamp Thing a movie?
I think so. Yes, I think so.
I'm torn between Supergirl and Swamp Thing, to be honest.
Is it? It looks like you've got on the far left, you've got all your TV stuff, middle's movies, and far right, I'm guessing it's all animated crap.
No, because Supergirl's a movie.
Yeah, it says animated after them if it's an animated show.
Yeah.
Supergirl and Clayface are movies. Pete, this is too hard. Stop it.
You don't come on this show for just a gentle chat, Phil. Wait till we get to the quiz section, mate. I'm gonna push you through your paces. Yeah, lots of people are commenting in the chat here. Let's see, we've got Booster Gold. A James Gunn Swamp Thing would be impressive. Yeah, I think I'm going Swamp Thing. I have to say.
Constantine 2, I'm going with.
Supergirl, Batman Part 2, Constantine, Supergirl. Efren, what are you picking?
Gosh, let me see. I think I would. The most I've seen and that interests me would be the Lantern TV series.
Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
It's going to be an interesting one. Phil, what you picking? What was your final choice?
Supergirl, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And Sorel.
Constantine 2. I'm really looking forward to that. If that comes off, that'd be ace.
I'm going Swamp Thing because I just think that could be incredibly interesting. Because it could go anywhere. Lots of people saying Constantine too.
Is Paradise Lost? Would that be Themyscira or Wonder Woman's island or?
Yeah. It's based on Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay, guys, moving on.
Out her world, isn't it? And where she came from and all that.
It was a mini series a while ago, wasn't it? And I don't think it was particularly well received. So I'm surprised they're doing it, but God only knows. Batman saying introduce characters like Animal Man. James Gunn's mentioned Animal Man on a few occasions, and Buona Beast was in that tapestry on Superman. So I think they've got plans for Animal Man. I think he'll come into Swamp Thing. Guys, we've got the negative zone now, so no pressure if you haven't got anything. But this is the bit where we talk about something that's irritated or cheesed what off this week. Again, guys in the chat, please do stick something in if you want. I'll start off. I had a day off yesterday. I got 2 weeks off actually, and my wife was flying to the States, but she could only fly from Manchester. So I drove all the way to Manchester, and the intention was I was going to tour local comic shops on the way up, back up to Newcastle. So I went on good old Google and I searched for comic shops. I found two places, one called the Bat Cave up in Bolton, which was about an hour and a half drive from where I was. And then the other one was, I've forgotten what it's called. Ben's Oddities, which I've seen all over Facebook, which is kind of toys and action figures. So like I say, drove an hour and a half to get to the first one. and it had a paper sign stuck on the door saying, decided to call it quits today, having a day off. So I was pretty fucked off with that. So I drove from there another hour to Ben's Oddities to find that one decided to shut at 3 o'clock. So I'm getting loads of echo back there. I don't know if someone's changed the settings. Someone been playing with the mic?
Not me.
Different.
Hello. So ended up unfortunately doing absolutely shite all, not going to any shops and just come home in a right huff. So just being a miserable old moan. But it's like, you know, if you're going to have on Google Maps or on your website that you're opening set times, open those set times. To be fair to the Ben's Oddities place, it's normally open till 4 o'clock, but it shuts early on a Monday at 3 o'clock, and I just hadn't clocked that. But yeah, I was pretty pissed off. And yes, Fuzzy, I've heard of telephones, but I didn't think to ring them when all of the social medias and stuff said they were open. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, there you go. That's me grumbling. You guys got anything you want to add?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go on. You go first.
This one's just it's a pet peeve of mine, and it's always going to be happening. I understand why they do it, because they want to bring people's interest into this. But I just don't like seeing, pictures of movies that are coming out, like the Tom Holland one and the Punisher pictures, and spoilers. I've seen these pictures, but I just scroll through them really quick. Because to me, I want to be surprised when this movie comes out. I don't want to be like saying, "Oh, people are saying it's going to be trash or it's going to be good." I just like seeing it without any sneak previews. That's just me though.
Yeah, spoilers are a bit of a pain at times, aren't they?
Yeah.
Sorrel, how about you?
This can get the fuck in the bin.
I've not read
What
it
is
yet. I've
this
still not read it.
nonsense?
Is
Mate,
it really bad? Is it?
It's missing a plot, is what it's missing. Big chunky book with zero story or like you can't even follow it. It makes no sense. Why are we in the Dark Ages and there's a giant ass truck as the fucking what? No, stupid, ridiculous. Artwork's lovely, looks very nice. Story, bollocks.
Is it in black and white, Sorrel, is it?
Yes, it is black and white all the way through, except for the occasional splash of red. Whenever the truck's there, we get a bit of red. But yes, it is solid black and white, mate.
I mean,
Whose story is that from?
This is Post Malone.
Oh, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're wrong, Sorrel, because everybody is telling us. Everybody that's trying to sell books, everybody that's trying to sell books in variant covers is telling us it's the best thing ever. And it's going to revolutionize comics.
It is basically Army of that Evil Dead film, Army of the Dead. It's basically that, we're just with a truck. There's even a bit where he pulls a chainsaw out of the back of the truck, and the girl goes, "Ooh, chainsaw!" It's like it wants to be Ash so badly.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to read it, and we're going to talk about it over on Rusty Staples with Andy next Friday. So that should be fun. Phil, have you got one?
I'm usually quite mellow. Things don't really bother me. So,
but
chilled. It's a common one here all the time. I rustling of sweets and talking in the cinema. So I was in the cinema the other day watching Naked Gun, and people, again, very common. It's not just talking; it's whispering to their partner when they think no one can hear them, and they're right behind me, and all you hear is during like a quiet scene is like, I'm like, they're whispering. They're trying their best to be quiet, but I can fucking hear you. So that's the only thing. So it's not even talking. It's not the rustling of sweets. It's the whispering is the worst.
You would hate me in the cinema. I'm like an American. I shout and I talk and I get excited.
That's okay. I don't mind that.
No, it's not. It's not okay.
I'm one of them idiots that sort of like mutters and makes noise.
No, don't placate him. That's not okay, Sorrel. That's bad behaviour. You should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. But what I will say is, Phil, on this occasion, I'm going to disagree with you because anyone can talk through the Naked Gun because you need something to do. Do you know what I mean? You need something to do when you're watching that film. Christ. Anyway, we'll get to that in a bit. Auto save, not saving. Forgot. Yeah, that's a one. That's an irritating one.
I tell you what. Sorry, go on. You're going through them anyway. Go on.
No, you're right. James asking a friend for DC book recommendations and got blanked. That's me, because when I was driving in Manchester, I glanced at my phone and saw James had messaged us and forgot to immediately respond to him. My apologies, James. WWE bringing back Sex Pest.
That was bad.
Well, so I don't know what this is.
So
What are
Brock Lesnar and Vince McMahon both got done as a part of that scandal that went on. Vince McMahon obviously got resigned and bought out of his own company by TKO, whereas Lesnar has now come back at SummerSlam after a bit of a hiatus. But he's not been. I don't think he's been found guilty yet, but he's still got to go through the court system.
There's conflicting reports that he was cleared. I don't think he was cleared.
I don't think.
But
he's
equally,
cleared.
I don't think his crimes are level to Vince McMahon's crimes.
No,
not
God,
that it
God,
proves that it makes any difference. I heard he was cleared, and here he's not cleared, and he is cleared, and he's not cleared. So I don't know.
The quote from the girl that's going against him in court, she's kind of made it clear that it's not finished yet or something.
Okay.
There was a quote from her.
Dear me. Dear me.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Andrew, work colleague told me only kids read comics. Yeah, that winds me up, and you would hope that that's kind of died out a little bit. But yeah, it's still comics are associated with children, isn't it? It's quite irritating. Big rig. Mind bending that a shit saying I can't write a comic. Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited for Ecto Glow Ghostbusters 4-pack to be delivered late August. Yeah, looking forward. You have to send me some pictures of that, Beth. It'll be incredible. Batman, no interest in the hype about the big rig comic. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm behind. Phil was Aquaman eating some Maltesers.
Jason Momoa.
Oh, right. Honestly, what ruined my day is I saw a clip of Joker 2 and remember how shit it was. Yeah. Remakes. Wayne doesn't like a remake. I finally started watching Invincible this week, 5 issues. It's pretty good and apparently gets brilliant. It's stunning, mate. It's one of my favourites. Booking a holiday and the add-ons just keep adding. Need a new mortgage. Yeah, it's not cheap going abroad these days. James Keegan, he was texting in the group chat the next day. No excuses. Not going to lie. I'm sometimes worried that James is going to like boil a rabbit in my kitchen or something. Do you know what I mean? He's a little bit scary at times.
How dare you? Your life doesn't evolve around James.
I know.
That's shocking.
I know. I do apologise.
How dare you not take time away from your family to text James back? How dare you, Pete?
Yeah. Naked Gun end credits were okay. They were done 53 years ago, but they were funny. We're going to get to Naked Gun, Terry. We're going to get to it. A lot of people think that I'm stupid, that I read comics and I can't stand that. Yeah, Antano, it's better now, I think, than it was back in the back in the old days when I was a kid. But certainly, I think comics have got a bit more cred these days, but still not the best. Clearly being left out of group chats. Yeah. Okay, guys. Comic books coming out on Wednesday. Just going to quickly look at these chaps. So we've got a whole host of good books coming out this week. There's some nice ones there. Is any of you guys reading Ultimate Wolverine still?
I am. Yep.
Yeah, it's been pretty good, isn't it?
Pretty good, yeah.
It's not bad at all. I'm quite liking that one. Just shout, guys, because I'm scrolling through. Just shout if there's any of these that you're going to be reading or you're excited about. That One World Under Doom cover with him splitting Mr. Fantastic's head is pretty gruesome. I quite like that. Yeah. That's looking good. I've not read the new Captain America yet. Have any of you guys read it?
I did. I liked it. It's nothing groundbreaking, but I quite enjoyed it. I like the good guy. You know, the kind of clean cut kind of what's the word they use for like Superman and Captain America? Just Boy Scouts type of thing.
Yeah, Boy Scouts.
I like that. Yeah.
I read the first issue of Hyde Street Sisterhood, and I think that came out last week. But we've got another one coming out either this week or next week, and that's pretty good. That's a Hyde Street spin-off.
Yeah, I'm loving Hyde Street. I had that. Welcome to the chat. Nice to see you, mate. Chat, please mobilise and help this individual out. He's saying he's been out of collecting modern books for a few years. Could you recommend any indie books I should check out? I like horror comics, not really into superhero stuff. So I'll start the ball rolling. Phil's just mentioned it. Hyde Street is phenomenal. Really, really cool. Please check that one out. But guys in the chat, please give some suggestions of cool indie horror-related books.
Something's Killing the Children right off the bat. That one, that's still going on. I heard James Tynion say he's going to go up to at least 100 issues for this series. So read that book from the very beginning. It's a really good story.
Creep Show in demanded Creep Show, but then you can also get these Epitaphs of the Abyss. These are good horror comics. These are like anthology books. You don't need to read every single one. It's different stories every time. Great book.
World Trees, another one. I think is that James Tinian.
James Tinian, yeah,
that's
pretty
fantastic.
cool.
I really enjoyed it.
I've missed the last few issues of that, but yeah, I've enjoyed that. We've got Daredevil, Cold Day in Hell on the screen there, issue number 3.
That's the final one. Yeah,
phenomenal. Loving
Good.
that.
Been good.
Loving that. So yeah, I'm really excited to read that because it is very cool. World Tree, as you've just mentioned. Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe was a bit of a letdown to me. I've not enjoyed that as much, but I will probably read it just to kind of finalize it, I guess. Anybody, Phil, you're a big Spider-Man fan.
Yeah.
All new Venom. First off, that cover is atrocious. But are you still reading Venom stuff?
No, unfortunately, Al Ewing ruined Venom for me, in my opinion. So I don't collect Venom anymore. I know what happens in this. Spoiler: the new Venom is MJ, and
Of course, why not? Why
yeah,
not?
exactly. And she has a husband called Paul, and everyone hates Paul. But supposedly in this issue, she breaks up with Paul. So I might pick that one up just in case. It's like a spec book down the line. Who knows?
Another good horror one that I just started. Remember, Peter, was The Devil That Wears My Face by David.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really cool one. I had that. It's called The Devil That Wears My Face.
Yeah.
If you like The Exorcist and things like that, it's similar to that kind of theme with some stunning artwork by Alex Cormack.
Ice Cream Man as well. Another one.
It's a bit hitty missy, Ice Cream Man, but yeah, I do. I still collect that and I still read that. But some issues are just too clever for me. Did you read that one where every page was written by a different writer and it was a one-off story?
I didn't like it. Yeah.
No, I thought it was crap. Honestly, I thought it was awful. Look at that Thundercats 17. That's Henry Cavill, isn't it? I mean, that looks incredible. There's been lots of stuff, hasn't there, about, if you were going to do the Thundercats, you can't make them cat-like and blah, blah, blah. But that looks pretty darn impressive.
There you go, Pete. That Sisterhood comic's coming up now. Look.
Yeah.
It's, have you read it? Have you read the first one?
I haven't read the first one yet. Yeah,
it's a spin-off. So it's about sorority sisters. One of them gets drowned in like a hazing, and she comes back from the dead and haunts them, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
It's a very cool book. I enjoyed the first one. So the second one's out this week. I'm going to be getting that. Or is this next week, did you say?
I'm well behind. This is this week, coming out this week. I'm well behind on some of my comics, but Sisterhood, I've got that one to read. So yeah, I'm off now for a few weeks, so I'm hoping to try and catch up. Obviously, I'll have to put my books aside whilst I'm texting James. But if I can get some free time, I will try and read something. Yeah, and then we're getting now into the crap that Sorrel reads. Do you know what I mean? So, Sorrel, is there any of this stuff you want to mention?
Archie. It's a major crossover. I'm pointing at the screen. Archie, it's a big crossover comic this time with Sabrina, and all the sort of like horror stuff is all melding into their like comic world. So it's like all crossing over, and that's going to be good. And Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Rita's Rewind. So that was based on the video game. It's the comic book adaptation of the video game storyline, basically.
So
Mark Spears Monsters is still going strong. It's a second print in there. Beautiful cover. Sorry, Phil.
My comic guy can still not get hold of that for love of money. Sorry, Pete.
Yeah.
I was going to say these are all the books that you'll find in the B&M comic blind bags in a few months.
The ones that Sorrel reads, yeah.
The one that Sorrel reads, yeah. That Tama, TMAA, that's so basically it's like imagine Pokemon, but if the Pokemon were like monsters, like proper feral freaking beings. That looks quite fun.
You see, that's of interest to us, but I'm always a little bit worried when I don't recognise the publisher. So
that's why you need to just try the books, mate. Just try them. There's no websites that you told me about where you can read them online for now.
Look at this stuff. Archie Jumbo Comics.
No, I don't
Betty's Veronica Summer and the Fun. No, I don't think so. Moving on, chaps. Little bit of toy stuff. Cul-de-sac. Sorry, yeah, that looks interesting. I've not read it yet. But
is that a new one? That's the new horror one that's coming out, Cul-de-sac, isn't it?
Yeah. Bad idea. Still do some good stuff. Yeah, I think that's this week. Fuzzy. Sorry, I must have missed that one on the page. But yeah, I'm going to give that one a go because I quite like.
That's the one with the long fingernails on the front cover, like the long nail things. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Little bit of action figure news and things to show you. This is from Mondo. This is the She-Ra and Swiftwind. They've already done a She-Ra figure, but this is a new one. I've got the original She-Ra. It's got horrific ankle joints. Nice.
Are you ordering this one, Pete?
No, I'm not. So one, I'm irritated that it's not different enough to the original She-Ra. And the original She-Ra only came out like a year and a half ago. So I think I don't mind a re-release if it's a few years, but like every other year is a piss take, I think. Swiftwind looks great, but I'm not attached enough to that character, Swiftwind, to shell out for this. This is a very pricey bit. So if you're wanting the complete She-Ra and Swiftwind, you're looking at around about $900. You've then got your shipping on top of that, and you've also got taxes depending on where you live. Most, even if it was to come to the UK, you still got to pay your tax on this on an action figure. So you're probably looking for the pair of them around about £1,000. I think that's an awful lot of money for what it is. Battle Cat was, I think, around 700, or something like that. But yeah, I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Nice figure, but not shelling out that kind of money for it.
Not for me.
I wonder who can really afford these, unless you're a successful YouTuber like TripleG Comics, of course.
Yeah. I think the other thing that irritates us with Mondo, and I do love Mondo. I collect a lot of Mondo figures. Is they are a little bit sneaky with some of the stuff they do. So that pose there looks amazing. I guarantee you will not get that figure to do that pose on its two back legs. The Battle Cat that had posed in all kinds of weird shapes, and it just didn't work. So I'll be interested to see if anyone can do that with it.
See, with Mondo, so they are quite pricey, but can you tell the difference in quality between like a regular 1/6 scale? Are they so much more superior than some of the other figures you would collect?
So Mondo is a little bit, depending on what you're buying. If you're buying a standard figure, this is like a playset kind of thing. If you're buying a standard figure, it's around about the same price as a hot toy. Okay. But not a what you call it. Brain's gone blank. The ones that you've got, Phil, the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, in art.
In art, yeah. In art's a little bit more pricey. People get upset with Mondo figures because you can see the joints, the paintwork. Sometimes it looks great when you get it out of the box, but as soon as you start moving it, the paint starts to chip quite easily. But I mean, I've got a lot of them. I love them. Kev saying Mondo stuff's amazing, but I'm too poor to buy them. Yeah, they are pricey. They are pricey pieces. There's a new Cat's Lair coming out, working guns. Yeah, how dare you, Wayne. I'm going to be doing an update on that, Wayne, actually, because I've been talking with Super 7 for a couple of months with their customer service team about the issues that I had. And I have to say, Super 7 customer service is absolutely shite. In fact, they were quite aggressive with us. So, yeah, I'm going to do a video about it because I was really unhappy with... As you all know, I was more than happy with Cat's Lair, and I started the conversation off very pleasantly and very jovial and stuff, but the reactions I got from them was dreadful. Not what I would expect. So, yeah. Andy, nice to see you, bud. Looking forward to catching up and having a few drinky poos on Friday. Okay. So, that's that one. We've then got this. So, Sorrel, a few things for you to talk about. Before we do that, McDonald's are doing a Turtles and Hello Kitty crossover. I hadn't seen
Is this in the UK,
before.
though?
I'm not sure if they're coming to the UK. I just spotted it around the name.
I think they're in Japan, I think, in America.
I really want them. They look fantastic.
I mean,
you're not enthralled by those.
I mean, no. Are you serious, Phil? Do you want them?
No, I'm deadly serious. I would love a big class. I want them. I'm going to McDonald's every week and buying Happy Meals so I can get.
Are you a big Hello Kitty fan, Phil? I've never.
No, I'm the Turtles fan, but because my daughter likes Hello Kitty, but
I mean, yeah, they look interesting. Not for me, but yeah, they do look interesting. Stick them in a blank bag and buy them all. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, and then Sorrel, you've put some images in here. I have to say these Chuckies look lush.
Yeah, those Chuckies are by Pop Mart, so the same people that make the Labubus and that, but these are coming in those blind boxes, so you're going to have to he's looking. I mean, look at the draw kind of thing. But there's a Tiffany. There's some really cool different versions of Chucky. There's even a Glenn in there, which is cool. You don't really see Glenn very often in their merchandising. So yeah, it's going to be cool to get those. And then we've got some Sleepy Hollow pops. Obviously, there's a new comic coming out in there, like a sequel to Sleepy Hollow from Tim Burton.
Yeah.
So I think I think it must be coming up to an anniversary or something, because every company at the moment seems to be putting out Sleepy Hollow again. So I think is it coming up to like 25 years or something? It must be by now. Yeah, it must be. So yeah, there's some cool pops coming out for it. And yeah, I'm interested. So I do like Sleepy Hollow. So there's a Chase variant, which is the skull. I kind of want the Chase variant. I don't want the other one. The other one looks stupid, but the Chase one looks cool.
The Chase one looks very cool. But I have to say, those Chuckies have got me intrigued. I quite like.
Will we ever get them though? Because the boo-boo stuff is doing my loaf end trying to get them from my daughter. And
Labubu's are just it's because of the Labubu's. Regular Pop Mart is okay. You can get those. If you look online, you'll even find there's like Pop Mart vending machines you can go to that have them in.
Yeah.
I've got the Universal Monsters ones on my shelf. They're amazing. So I'm looking forward to getting the Chuckies next. I'm hoping we get them.
Efren, are you going to be rushing out to buy some of those Hello Kitty turtles?
No, I'm not into that at all, man. I haven't been to McDonald's in decades, so I don't think I'm going to go for that. So no, I'll just look at Phil when he posts his.
The chat are turning against you, Phil. The chat are turning against you. Turtle stuff is brilliant. I spotted these now. I know, Sorrel, you're a big Blockies fan. Spotted this the other day. This is Devastator. This looks absolutely incredible. So this is the Blockies range. They're like little Lego kind of figures, I guess. But they're doing this constructor set where you can get the actual Devastator. I think this looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. Is this the one that's going to be on your radar, Sorrel?
Probably. This is one of those ones where I do get freebies. So I mean, Blockies, the company, do tend to send me everything they produce for Transformers. So I probably will have this at some point. But yeah, it does look really cool. You've got to get all the different vehicles, it looks like, to combine them to get them to make the big Transformer, which is pretty cool, actually. I like that concept. So I wonder if it's going to be like one of those mid-size ones. They're going to be like the micro.
Yeah.
And then it's going to turn into the big one kind of thing. That'd be cool.
Phil, you're a Lego man, aren't you?
Yeah. But I have no interest at all in this.
Are you a Blockies man? Have you bought any Blockies things?
I have never heard of Blockies till there now.
Blockies are amazing.
That's not for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it looks cool, but it doesn't look as much detail or something as Lego would be. I don't think.
I'm just kind of starting to get into the whole Blockies thing. They are fun. They're doing Marvel line as well, aren't they? Yeah, I'll probably. I mean, I've got the vintage original Devastator, but I think I might get these just to go alongside them.
Are they American or UK or where?
American.
Okay.
So I've got this big bad boy to build. Yeah. So he comes with is it Ravager and all the he comes with all the other little ones, and you basically so they're pretty cool. Yeah. So you get big sets like this one's going to be, I'm hoping, like big sets, or you get like really tiny ones, and the tiny ones only go for £3 as well in a blind box, which is pretty cool. So I mean, they are available for all different pocket sizes, which like price wise. So like a kid could collect them, or you can get as high as the adult collector style, but they all fit together the same way, which is cool. Like they're just bigger pieces.
Yeah. Andy's in. He wants some of these. Devastator looks awesome. Andy's just bought the Lego Soundwave. I'm tempted by that one. Yeah, I'm tempted by that one. Lego Soundwave, I want. It is Blockies like Lego. It's very similar. It's
like Gundam. It's like a Gundam kit, but you just don't need any like clippers or glue or anything. They just slot together themselves, which is pretty nice.
Andrew's just saying this is interesting. I'm waiting for the Lego Enterprise from TNG, even if it looks a bit crap. So I saw an image of that today, Andrew, and Nelly put it on the slides. I have to say I wasn't impressed. I thought it looked awful. The saucer section and things just didn't look good at all, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not sure. Kevin Wells is only 30 quid from fulfilling his Kickstarter. Superb. I haven't jumped on yet, so I will get on that. When does it end? Von Hoot, remind us when it's in.
End of the month. End of August.
Okay, good.
I think it's the 30th. Yeah, 30th of August.
Andy, where would someone be able to purchase a Labubu? In London, maybe there might be. Is there a Labubu shop in London? Sorry.
Do you know how it works now? This is what irritates me. Again, as a dad trying to get them for my daughter, I bought a fake one.
That's what I've done for mine.
But to get the real one, you have to go on the website, PopMart. You have to win the raffle.
Yeah.
Or you buy a raffle, you win the raffle. Then they don't send you the doll. You have to go to the shop to buy the doll. So I could win the raffle and have to go to London to get the flipping doll. It's going to cost me a flight and all the rest of it just for this £17.50 doll. They're £17.50. So much
They were all over.
Like that, yeah, $17.50. Yeah.
They were all over Comic-Con. The Labubu's, man, everybody was selling them left and right.
Yeah. In Orlando, we went to the shop that had the fake one and the real one. And the fake ones were $60 and the real ones were $110. You can tell the difference by holding even the boxes alone, but $110 for something that costs
The $110. Jesus.
Andy's asking, I've got no insight into this. Are Stitch ones real? My daughter's seen them.
So
on TikTok.
PopMart are making them, but because they're like the Labubus, people are buying them and they're just as popular. You can get fake ones, but they are real ones as well. It's just like the Labubus. There's real ones of everything, and then imitators make the fake ones. The internet is rife with the fake ones, and you'll find like all the vape shops and that tend to have Labubus in the window now. They all obviously get them online and stuff. Like there's a market stall near me that sells fake Lego and fake Labubus every Saturday.
The amount of fake ones in Blackpool is insane. I wasn't far from Blackpool, and I nearly popped in there on Monday. I had that. Forbidden Planet had them in Newcastle shop last week. Oh, I'm in Newcastle. I had that. I'm not sure if we've talked before about Newcastle. I'm local to the Toon. Yeah.
Pete, do you remember last time you were in Blackpool? What happened to you? Did you not stand on a meal or something?
I nearly died. I mean, slightly dramatic, but yeah. I was walking down the street recording and I stood on a nail and collapsed. Yeah, good times. How do you tell if it's a real one or a fake one?
Oh, you can't nowadays. The fake ones are as good as the real ones. Usually you can just tell from the quality. Like my daughter got a fake one, and you could just tell because the head was that loose and
the head's really loose and goes 360, doesn't it? Or something?
Kind of like that's how you spot them. You can just tell. The PopMart ones for £17.50 are actually quality and they do feel good. The fake ones you can tell are fake.
Like holding the boxes, for example, the fake ones was like a glossy, shiny box, and the real ones got matte kind of.
And you'll put them side by side with the other fake one. You can clearly tell that there's no unity between the packaging at all. Different paint levels and. You have a good feel.
Have a squidge. Have a good shifty. I missed this last week, guys, so I wanted to quickly mention it here. Mask vehicles. So, the Loyal Subjects produced their mask line. I've bought them. They've now reproduced or pushed out some gold ones. I haven't bought them. I've been good. But I hadn't realised there's sneak peeked two different ones, Jackhammer and Hurricane. Now, I'm not particularly bothered about Hurricane because I didn't have that as a kid. But Jackhammer was one of my favourites. Absolutely superb vehicle. So yeah, I'll definitely be getting them to go with all the rest of the bloody things I've bought. But yeah, these are cool. Any of you guys picking these up?
Never heard of them.
Are they like 143 scale, like Corgi cars? Is that what they're like?
No. It's I don't know what scale they are, but they're a big chunky. It's a bit like a oh god, what would I equate it to? Like a Thundercats vehicle. Do you know that kind of scale size?
Okay.
Yeah. Do you display them, Peter, or do you keep them in boxes? But you have a lot.
I'll display them.
You do, okay.
He just plays with them at the dinner table. Just
at night before you go to bed.
And then James, the other car, just playing cars with each other,
banging them onto each other. Yeah.
Sorry, Deadman's just asking again. It's PopMart, mate. It's PopMart. If you go on their website, it'll probably crash on you a million times. Amazon gets all the PopMart stuff in the UK, and it's from the PopMart company. They're genuine, so as long as you're buying from PopMart or Amazon, you're fine.
Yeah, G.I. Joe scale, Von Hoot saying some cool looking mask vehicles. Yeah, they're amazing, mate. Absolutely amazing. Love them. And he's saying Peter's nickname at school was Jackhammer. Not now, I'm older. Not now, I'm older. Andy, yeah, I need medication for that.
I guarantee his nickname in school, if it was anything like mine, it would have been Ginger Ninja.
It was Ginger Ninja's exactly.
Was it Ginger Ninja? Mine was Stumpy because of my leg. How bad's that?
Right. Well, I had Ginger Ninja and I had Peter the Crisp because I ate a lot of crisps.
Peter the Crisp.
Yeah.
As you do.
It's simple times, simple times. Nice. Thank you very much for joining with Bud. Really do appreciate you watching. We've got 31 people watching. Please do hit like and subscribe on all of our channels. It would be much appreciated. Okay, guys. So we're at the point of the show now. We'll talk a little bit about some movies from a year. We're looking at 1980 now. And we had a whole host of rather good films. Now, I'm going to talk about each of these very briefly. And then I'm going to ask you guys to pick one, just to talk about if you've got any memories of it. So we've obviously got The Shining with good old Jack Nicholson. I'm going to just say it outright. I think it's cack. I've watched that film multiple times and I kind of understand what's going on. Great performances, but yeah, not for me. We've then got Airplane, Leslie Nielsen at his finest. Typical kind of hilarious comedy. I just absolutely love that film. That's one of my favourites. Empire Strikes Back. I know Phil's a massive Star Wars fan, so he'll probably want to talk about that. We've got The Blues Brothers, just a superb piece of cinema. And then we've got The Fog. I remember watching The Fog when it first came out and being terrified. Maybe it's not when it first came out, it'll be a couple of years later. I was very young, too young to watch it. And it blew my mind. And then one of my favourites, which I don't think many people really talk about, is Caddyshack. Have you guys seen Caddyshack?
Love Caddyshack.
Yeah, just incredible. And again, there's a couple of people in there that obviously I'm familiar with, Bill Murray, Chevy Chase and things like that. But as a Brit, I don't think I was really exposed to Roger Dangerfield. Is that what he's called, everyone? Rodney Dangerfield.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Absolutely. Love him. So yeah, superb movie. Okay, Ephraim, we'll start with you. Which of those do you want to talk about in terms of your memories of it?
The one we just finished talking about, Caddyshack with Rodney Dangerfield. He's a stand-up comedian. He was a lot on the Johnny Carson show here in the United States. And basically it was just a stand-up act, but in a movie. Just the one-liners, he would just make cracks about everybody in this movie. And there was this one specific scene where this one priest wanted to play golf, but there was like a thunderstorm coming down with lightning, and he misses a putt, and then the wind and the rain puts it back into the cup, and then lightning strikes him. And then after that, he becomes like a bum or derelict almost, just swearing, just crazy because the lightning hit him. It's a classic movie, and I really enjoyed it. But yeah, Rodney Dangerfield and Bill Murray and Chevy Chase were in it. Yeah. Also, it's just a fun movie to watch. Brings back a lot of good memories.
I would recommend people check that one out. The sequels are rubbish, but check out Caddyshack. It's just very, very funny. And Rodney Dangerfield just blew my mind. In terms of his wit and he's just very funny, very funny. Yeah. Phil, I know you want to talk about Star Wars because you love it, but is that what you're going with, or are you going to talk about something different?
Do you know something? Out of all those movies, I've never seen Caddyshack. I can't. I've seen The Fog, but I feel like I remember the remake more than the original. Blues Brothers, I remember, I enjoyed it. Couldn't tell you much about it. So I'm struggling. Maybe Airplane, because again, Leslie Nielsen. I mean, we're going to obviously talk about the Naked Gun, but it's his delivery of all the kind of the silly lines. Don't call me Shirley, for example. That one, yeah. And it was just hilarious. I kind of miss that era of movies. Yeah, it's not the same now. The jokes don't land the same. Everything has to be real well thought of. But even though they were at the time, they seem so simple now. Those kind of jokes and gags and all the stuff they've done. So,
and I do think there's something about Leslie Nielsen's delivery. The way he does it, it just makes us smile every time. Sorrel, what about yourself?
Well, you ready for people to hate me? I've only ever seen 2 films off that entire list.
Right, which two?
The Shining and Empire.
Okay, I've never seen The Fog.
Airplane, I've only ever seen in bits. I've never watched the movie in its entirety. The Fog, I know of the characters, but I have no idea what the story is about. Blues Brothers, obviously, I know of it because it's iconic. I know the songs, but I don't particularly know the storyline. Caddyshack didn't even know it existed until today. I know the name Caddyshack, didn't know it looked like that.
Yeah.
But I'll talk about The Shining. I mean, The Shining, it was one of them films, like, as a teen, like late, early teen, it was kind of like, I thought it was a masterpiece. As an adult, you look back now and go, what the shit is this? What is this film actually about?
Yeah, it's so confusing. So
weird,
confusing.
Especially there's a bit where there's a dude dressed up as there's a bear getting a beer.
Yeah.
And a naked grandma in a bathtub. What the fuck?
Yeah. James is saying The Fog. I know he's a big fan of that one. Blues Brothers is epic, like Airplane. Yeah. Fog is cool and the remake is okay. Yeah, I quite like the remake. Blues Brothers was the first 15 movie I ever saw, one of the greatest films ever made. Yeah, I love it. The Shining is crap. If you've read the book is definitely more superior. I haven't read the book, actually. I might give that a go, and Sean, I might give that a go. Empire Strikes Back was the first Star Wars film I watched when it was remastered in the 90s. Yeah, it's a classic. It is one of the greatest sequels of all time, I think. The Shining was a tough shoot. Yeah, Shelley Duvall had a horrendous time, didn't she? They were, horrendous to her, really.
Yeah.
Being yelled at and screamed at. It was just awful. Best sequel ever made, Empire. I would agree with that. Fuzzy, there was only ever 6 episodes of Police Squad made, yet only 4 ever aired because they got cancelled so quick. Is that right, Fuzzy? I never realised that, mate. That's interesting. I love Police Squad. Loved it.
Is it true? Is it true that in The Shining they didn't tell her that Jack Nicholson was coming with the axe, and basically when he hit the axe first time, she didn't even realise what was happening until it came through? Or something?
I don't know if that particular story is true or not, but I know they did all kinds to try and shake her as much as they possibly could. By today's standards, they would have been sued to high heaven. Yeah. They were horrendous. Airplane's one of the funniest movies ever, and I'm going to say something blasphemous, funnier than Caddyshack, because Chevy Chase is a jerk. Chevy Chase is not particularly well liked by some of the people who's worked with him. I know that for a fact. I've seen Airplane. I've seen a bit of The Shining. I think The Fog is a bit cack. I remember watching it years ago, Von Houten, loving it, but I might have to go back and rewatch it. Won't get onto the list. It's about ghost pirates, Sorrel. You'll love it. Leslie Nielsen was a straight actor. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He did. What was the famous sci-fi he did? Was it Forbidden Planet? I think he was in Forbidden Planet, Terry. Correct us if I'm wrong. But yeah. Netflix is rebooting TJ Hooker. I hadn't heard of that, Andrew.
Wow. That was William Shatner, right?
Yeah, the Shat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love a bit of Shatner. Couple more guys.
Popeye.
That is large. Gee, God. I love me a bit of Robin Williams, but yeah. Apparently one of the most drug-fueled movies ever made. Have you guys seen the story that the director at the time didn't realise or whatever, but they were shipping, it was filmed in Malta, I believe. They were shipping cocaine in kind of film reels. Just everybody was off the face the entire movie. Horrendous.
That's what's a good movie.
Yeah. Then we've got Friday the 13th. No, I don't think it's any good.
First one's cack.
Yeah. I've never seen Raging Bull.
Oh,
never seen it.
Never seen it. We've then got some TV. We've got Magnum PI. Love a bit of Magnum PI. Yes, Minister. You won't have seen that, Efren. Classic British show about how Parliament works, but just absolutely hilarious. Then went on to be Yes Prime Minister. Really showing how the kind of the administrators, the civil servants, kind of really control everything. And then we've got Letterman, first aired in 1980. Good old Dave Letterman. So, chaps, any of those you want to mention? Who's seen Raging Bull? I've never seen Raging Bull.
I did when it first came out, but I don't remember much about it. It was in black and white, I believe, that movie, though.
I don't remember. I've not seen it at all, mate.
It's Robert De Niro, Martin Scorsese. You should know what to expect just from those two names alone. It's one of those ones I'm surprised you haven't seen.
I believe it was based on boxer Jake LaMotta too. Now that I'm remembering.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You guys familiar with Magnum?
Oh, I love Magnum when it first came out. I was watching it religiously. Any movie or TV show when it has, especially TV shows when it has to do with Hawaii. I just like looking at Hawaii, But yeah, Magnum PI, that was the show to watch, back in the 80s, So.
Isn't that guy from Friends?
It is.
That's what he's known for, isn't it? That's exactly what he's known for.
Yeah, he was a little-known actor before Friends. To be fair. Yeah. So, a couple of guys in the chat are commenting. Sexy Magnum. Yes, Minister and Yes, Prime Minister. Beautifully written actors. Yeah, I love them both. I could never get away with the first Friday the 13th. Enjoyed the other ones, though. I'm exactly the same. We watched it over on One Good Scare Show. It's a couple of good kills, but I just thought it was pretty gropey, to be honest. Anton confirming, and I think Terry confirmed, yeah, he was Leslie Nielsen was in Forbidden Planet. Von Hood's kicking off. Friday the 13th is a masterpiece. How dare you, sir? It's Popeye's set is still out there and open to the public. Yeah, I visited it when I was in Malta a good few years ago. It's an interesting place.
Any film reel hanging around?
It's just rocks, mate. Just rocks. Yeah, there's no white powder. Raging Bull is a masterpiece. It had the most F words ever for a long time. Okay, I'll have to try and catch it. And Fuzzy's confirming it's in black and white. Von Hood, Raging Bull is a well-made, boring slog. I love Popeye. I think Robin Williams was the perfect Popeye. He certainly plays the part very, very well. I might need to watch Friday the 13th. It's been over 20 years since I've watched it. I wouldn't rush, mate. I wouldn't rush. Stephen, I visited the Popeye village in Malta when the film was made. Kind of cool. Yeah.
Is it? If you've got that if you've got that submechanophobia, you do not want to go to that because isn't there a giant octopus in the water, like the big mechanical octopus thing?
Yeah.
From the film. That's terrifying.
I don't think I've seen the remake of Magnum.
I did.
Have you watched? Is that good, Efren?
Yeah, it was good. It was on CBS and NBC the last year. I enjoyed it. Actually, when I was in Hawaii, I'd seen him filming it. So
was it the same actor, the same guy?
No,
different cast.
A young Keegan modelled his tash on Prime Selleck. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, Minister is a very funny show. Made great action adventure show. Made in P. I'm not sure what you mean. And Letterman, the wars between them. It's a great TV. We call The Night Shift about that. I haven't seen that one. Okay, chaps. We're done. So, okay. Now, this is the bit where you need to concentrate, all right? And Fuzzy, can I call on you in the chat to help us out, mate, and to keep scores? So, guys, all to play for. It's like a Connect 4, isn't it? All to play for. You've James has won 1, Efren's won 1, and Sorrel's won 1. Phil, you're playing for yourself tonight. If you win, you will go on the leaderboard, all right? Dead easy, all right? I'm going to show you some images, and there's something missing on each image. Something or someone. Dead easy, right? Now, this is a shout-out kind of quiz. So it's first person to shout out the right answer gets the point, but you only get one chance. So if you shout out the wrong name, that's you frozen out, okay? So, guys in the chat, Fuzzy, by all means, play along. But Fuzzy, if you don't mind, can you keep a tally of who gets the points? So, I'm going to show you dead easy, right? We'll do a dry run, guys. Dry run, okay? Just to make it a little bit more challenging, I'm not going to really tell you what the subject is. You've got to work it out for yourself, okay?
Oh, no.
So, something missing. First person to shout it out. Do you understand?
I think so.
So, this is a dry run, guys. Just see what it's like. So, first one.
The Thing.
Efren's there. Phil, are you awake? Are you with me? Do you understand?
I said it, but I need to get louder. I didn't make my mic louder. Hold on.
So Efren would have gotten the point there. Okay? Or we're happy. Or we're ready.
Yep.
Okay, so this is your first one. Guys. Remember, one answer only each. First person to shout it out. And we're off.
Angel. Oh, no. Damn it.
Wolverine.
No.
Professor X.
No.
Iceman.
Efren. Yeah, it's the original X-Men, but you all failed that one, I'm afraid.
Yep.
So original X-Men, all right? So no nil point. They get trickier. Are you ready?
Mate, you should have had Beast in the original costume if you want original answers. Jesus Christ.
No, you've got to work it out. You've got to work it out. These are the original X-Men.
Veto.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Tin Man.
Efren gets the point. Phil looks totally confused. Wizard of Oz, Phil. Wizard of Oz.
I know, but that was Efren's era of movies, you know.
How dare you?
Okay, so next one. Are you ready? We're off.
Shaggy. No.
Thelma. There's Thelma right there.
I forgot her name.
Take your time, Efren. You've got all the time. These two have dropped a bollock and they're all out. Yeah.
Let me see. I know the young girl with the red hair, but I forgot her. I'm drawing a blank.
In the chat, help him out in the chat. Come on, Keegan, if you were here, you would be straight there with that one. I'm going to give you a countdown, Efren, but keep an eye on the chat. 5, 4, 3.
I don't remember her name.
2.
Daphne.
There we go. There's another point for Efren. There's another point for Efren. Are you ready? Sorrel, you shot too quickly there. I've heard that about you before.
I do that, mate. My missus will confirm. Run, clearly.
Here we go, chaps. Next one.
Oh, fuck that.
Original
Flash.
Justice League. Efren's there again. Efren's there again.
This is, can we have a do-over? This is not.
Right. Are you set, guys?
Phoebe.
Right, Sorrel got.
there, innit?
Who said Phoebe there?
Me.
Phil. We'll give that one to Phil. Phil, I think Phil said it first. What did you say, Sorrel?
Chandler is there. He's the first one. I'm looking at.
Okay. Next one. We're ready.
Maggie.
Yes, Phil's in. Phil's off the line. Phil's off the line with Maggie. Well done, Phil. Next.
James.
No. Simon,
Hey.
obviously. Simon. No, I think that was who said James first there. I missed that.
I thought I did, but
I don't know.
We'll go
I've
Sorrel.
lost anyway,
We'll
so
go
don't
Sorrel.
fucking matter.
We'll go Sorrel. Next. Ready?
Diamonds.
Hey.
Well done, Phil. Phil gets that one. I think we're last two. These ones are a little bit tricky, all right?
Green?
Yellow.
No.
So they're both out. Let me think about this. What is this?
What even is that?
If Phil
Powerpuff
gets it...
Girls. Isn't it?
Sorry?
No, I'm trying to think.
If Phil gets it wrong, I'll give you a hint, and then you can do it. So I'm going to need a colour.
What did you
Phil.
say? Green and yellow. I'll go. Oh fuck! What will I go? Purple.
Why purple, Phil?
The guess because I don't know.
Correct answer. These are the bandanas for the turtles.
Oh. Wow.
Not quite the same tint of orange, but I'm not
Wrong
arguing
shade of
over
orange.
that.
Pete.
Yeah.
Having this. Alex.
Last one, guys.
Tomatoes.
Phil's froze out.
Well, what was his answer?
Tomatoes.
What? I don't even know what that is.
So this is the ingredients for a Big Mac.
Oh, gherkin.
Sorrel's
Special
there.
sauce.
Sorrel gets the gherkin. Yeah, Sorrel gets the gherkin. Well done, chaps. Well done.
The heck's a gherkin?
Pickles.
To pickle, mate.
Oh.
To pickle. Yeah. Okay, so Fuzzy, let one know in the comments, please, who has won that one. I'm going to guess it's not Phil. Good effort, guys. Phil, it brought it all back to us watching you getting so stressed there.
It took me a few questions or a few goes to
get into
into
the
it.
swing it. Yeah. Phil 4, Efren 3, Sorrel 2. Wow. Efren with a strong first start. I thought Efren was definitely going to win.
At the
There,
end, I lost it at the end.
James would have tied with
Of
Efren.
course he would.
So,
It's easy to say when you're not fucking AJ.
yeah.
I win
wouldn't
every
have-
week.
You wouldn't
I
have
win every
shouted
single week.
Shaggy, Sorrow. You wouldn't have shouted Shaggy. So, Phil, congratulations. You are now on our leaders board. Because you're a guest, that means you automatically, for the end of the game, the end of the thing, you get to challenge the champion. And so whoever's the champion, you get brought back on to challenge the champion on the quiz of quizzes. All right.
Like
So what we're going to do is at the end of the 12 games, I think we're going to do a special quiz show where we'll do a load of different rounds for people, but you'll be brought back for that. All right. Okie doke.
With the beat you then, Pete.
Yeah. Well, I'll be the quizmaster, so I win automatically. Okay, chaps. We're near the end of the show now. We're going to do some reviews. Phil, you've been reading Assorted Crisis Events. Now, I've not read issue 5 yet, but I have to say this is by far one of my favourite series. So,
Yeah, it's just like you got 2 points for that. You're right. A sort of crisis offense. It's a bit mad, to be quite honest. Like it's quite chaotic. It's quite you don't really know what's going on. There's no kind of linear story between the 5 books. It's like what do you call it, like an anthology type of thing.
Yeah.
Of all this kind of mad literary crises happening. There is one guy who appears in every issue. He's the wee old guy who is he? I don't know if he's a time traveler or whatever flip he is. He's holding up all those doom signs. Jesus will come and all whatever else. But this is Dennis Camp, who for the last year has been phenomenal. He's done so much good stuff. It didn't make me cry, but this is the one where I don't want to spoil it for Pete, but this one's like a bit of a time loop thing where something is constantly on repeat, and there's a lot of tragedy, a lot of trauma, on the girl who's the main person in the story. So yeah, Pete, go read it before you. I don't want to spoil it for you, but yeah, this is great.
Has anybody else read this book or is reading on assorted crisis events?
No,
I'm gonna wait till it comes out on a trade paperback. I'm gonna pick it up then, because I know you liked it, Pete, and you sort of recommended it.
So Phil's absolutely right. It's kind of a bonkers series in terms of trying to explain what's going on. But my basic understanding of it is that they said something on issue 1, I think, which was that time's broken. So in this universe, time doesn't work. So stuff just happens at random. So you can be walking down the street and all of a sudden there's a time quake and cavemen or dinosaurs are in your local shop serving people food. Because in that reality, cavemen became the normal species. It's just crackers, But every single issue has been phenomenal. The last couple of issues broke my heart. The issue where you get basically identical cities in different universes grown up, and then one of them goes through a catastrophe and has to come into the other universe, and it's about how they integrate, and you get the story from both sides. Very interesting in terms of political views and things like that, but it was just superb, absolutely superb.
Issue 3, I think that wasn't it?
Was
issue
it?
3?
Yeah.
I think
So yeah, well worth reading. Great series, couldn't recommend it more. I watched Happy Gilmore 2. Any of you guys seen Happy Gilmore 2?
Yep, I did.
I'm scared because I loved the first one, like most people, and you hear mixed reviews, and kind of want to ruin the first movie. In a way.
So, who said they have seen it? Ephraim?
I've seen it, yeah.
I've seen it.
You've seen it? Sorrel's seen it? So, this is going to be a really interesting week for reviews. So, we're going to talk about Naked Gun, which predominantly lots of people have said it was great and it was amazing, blah, blah, blah. I didn't get it. I love the original Naked Guns, but we'll talk about that in a second. Happy Gilmore 2, the majority of the reviews for this one say it's crap and it's not worth watching and all the rest of it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was just simple fun. It was silly fun. It's not going to win any awards. It's got some really weird stuff in it at times. I thought the opening was really strange in terms of the bump off a character in a very strange way very early on.
Do you think this is good or not, Pete? Because you're listening to the bad, it's like, do you enjoy it?
So there's some negative stuff at the start, yeah. But then I just loved it. I thought it was just fun. It's stupid fun, Ephraim, Sorrel, what did you guys think of this then? Did you like it or not?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's fun.
It's just easy watch fun. Ephraim, what about you?
I was a little bit, weary too. Should I watch this or not? Because the first one was such a classic movie. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I like the scenes when they had his guest was an actual golfer, John Candy.
Yeah.
John Daly. Sorry.
John Daly.
He was an actual golfer, and some parts were good and some parts were corny, But I enjoyed it. Spoiler. Sorry, you haven't seen it, but one of the main actors was killed off almost right away. I went, what did you do that for? But I enjoyed it, and his daughters were his real daughters in the movie. Those were his kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the ballet teacher, that was his wife.
Yeah. Eminem's in it as well. His
mom was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was the. Sorry, go on, mate.
I said I enjoyed it. So it was a good movie. Good. It's about 2 hours long, so I liked it.
There was a very touching tribute to Cameron Boyce in it as well,
Yes,
wasn't there? They show him in sort of the wing mirror, just glancing, but that was completely AI. And he put out a very touching video, didn't he, where he sort of said that he wouldn't ever recast that role. Cameron was like his real life son to him, and he was really hurt, wasn't he, when he passed away?
He was
very tragic.
What role was this? Who?
Cameron Boyce. He was in Descendants from Disney, but he was in Happy Gilmore 1, wasn't he? As his son, he played and he played his son in. No, it was.
No, it was
Well, Salma Hayek, one who was the executive.
Yeah, the Salma Hayek one, the Just Friends. Just Friends?
No, it was he was like the
Oh, it's
Big
executive.
Daddy, Big Daddy.
It's the one that went back to the camp of all his mates for the
Yeah.
basketball team.
But yeah,
That-
he sort of made a very touching tribute about him, didn't he? Because he had him featured in this.
Grown Ups.
Which was good.
Grown-ups.
Grown-ups.
Nah, is it grown-ups? Yeah, grown-ups. Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good fun. Lots of people in the
Can I
chat.
explain why I haven't watched it? Because normally I don't let people dictate. I like to decide myself. But the problem I have with it is this was one of the things I've heard. There's no actual plot, and I really dislike when studios just want to bring something back for a quick hit. If you know what I'm trying to say, and rely on them.
It depends what you mean by plot. So,
Well, I mean, the first movie is trying to win his house, win a game of golf, so he can pay off his mummy's house and your grandma's house.
so
And stuff,
it's got a pretty much, if you change a few things, it's got pretty much an identical plot to Happy Gilmore 1.
Yeah.
He does the golf tournament to get some money for something, and then there's a alternate golf championship thing that he's got to beat the person playing the golf. It's the same film, just with different people. You know, so it is worth watching. Yeah, Wayne's not a fan. Pile of dog shite, and I love the first movie. Happy Gilmore 2 was nearly great, but was about 30 minutes too long. Good fun though. Yeah. Lots of people agreeing. It's good to hear that I'm not alone on that people have enjoyed it.
You put that WW Unreal on that slide as well. That was amazing.
Yeah, going to get... So Phil's been watching that, so we'll get to that in a second, you guys, because I don't do wrestling. You guys can talk about that. I'm watching Happy Gilmore 2 after the show. Baron... can't say that. Do apologies. Hi, Chief. This is an open stream. Sorry for asking. We'll have guests on now and then, but not very often. But Phil's filling in for someone tonight. So now and then we'll have guests on, mate. Netflix gave Sandler a deal for $275 million, so they're confident in him. It's really interesting. If you're reading much about Adam Sandler, he's a very normal guy. He doesn't go into the kind of the brand clothes and stuff. He wanders around the city, eating pickles and things. He's very down to earth, you know.
He just goes to his local Mackey's, doesn't he, and stuff like that. He's just a regular dude.
Yeah. Well, he was in London not so long ago, and he was just loads of photographs of him just kind of wandering around. I think he was eating a jar of pickles or something. Just
he was in my gym there the other week.
Was he? Was he? Did you help him out, Phil? Did you give him a hand?
No, he was helping me actually.
Okay, guys, listen. You know I don't do wrestling, but I hear this is superb. It's getting loads of positive comments. Loads of people in the chat are saying it's amazing as well. Unreal, essentially a really good advert for WWE. Unreal was good, but if you know the ins and outs, WWE already, there's not much new to it. So tell me about it, Phil. What was this all about?
Well, that's correct. Like it's nothing new in terms of like what you're seeing is like they pull the curtain back, not even a little bit, quite a lot to be fair. They literally pulled the curtain back and let the cameras in so we can see behind the scenes. So a lot of years ago in wrestling, there was this thing called kayfabe or kayfab, or how you want to pronounce it, where basically if you ever seen like the Undertaker, you know who the Undertaker is, Pete.
Yeah.
Okay. If you ever seen him out in public, he would be the Undertaker. If you ever seen Hulk Hogan out in public, he would be Hulk Hogan. Like they didn't mix reality with wrestling. They were always the wrestlers essentially. And if they hated somebody on screen, they hated someone in real life, that kind of thing. They stripped all that back, and this is completely went full circle. They're literally letting you see everything that they decide behind the scenes, the whole production, the storylines. Like, and some wrestling traditionalists hate it because they don't want things to be ruined. Yeah. But they're essentially saying fans are all smart. They know the score. So let's just show it to them. And that's what we're getting. The only thing I will say is it did kind of ruin wrestling slightly for me. I'll give you an example. So I don't know if did you watch WrestleMania, Saul, yourself?
Yeah.
So you had Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair had a fight, a real fight, you know. Yeah. And leading up to that, I genuinely believe there was real beef between the two of those women. Like, they say things in the ring, you think, oh, she meant that. But this show just shows you them two hugging each other after the match.
Yeah, because Triple H told him to, though, didn't he? He was annoyed that she said it. She went off script and she said it, and it was hurtful to Charlotte, so they made him go make up because they can't be.
But they were still kind of pally. You can tell there's no animosity between the two. The one thing I will say, and kind of what Fun Hood's alluding to as well, it is a big advert for WWE, and Triple H is the main guy. He's like the one calling the shots, right? But some people like him, some people love him. He always says things like, "I want the spotlight off me and on the characters," but he does a pretty good job of making this show about him quite a lot.
Is that him on the poster there?
No.
No, that's Cody Rhodes.
Can I also just shout that my friend took this picture? He works for WWE as their backstage photographer. Yeah, Rich Wade, you call him on Instagram. Check him out. He lives in New York now, and he's their main photographer, their backstage stuff. And
cool.
It's excellent. I keep texting him all the time. Every time I see him on the screen, it's like you just stand on beside the Undertaker. It's like, what are you doing? Crazy. But anyway, it's a great show for wrestling fans. But yeah, it literally just shows you everything behind the scenes.
Do you enjoy it, Sorrel?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go as in detail as Phil just did. I mean, I follow it for the plot, and Rhea Ripley's my plot, and she's in it a lot. So,
okay, I'm gonna read between the lines and say boobies.
No, not even. It's forever down south on that, Pete. But you're along the same right lines.
Okay.
I was a wrestling fan in the 80s, specifically in the 90s. I used to go to a lot of wrestling. What I liked about this, I've seen the first 2 episodes. What I liked is how passionate these wrestlers are for their profession. You could see their honesty. At the beginning, Cody, I mean, he's breaking down, almost crying, but he's the champion. Then he talks about his father, I also like when they show all the legacies of wrestling. It goes from generation to generation. So I said, I've seen the first 2 episodes and I really have enjoyed it. And that it's scripted, but man, the injuries these people go through, I was like, dang, that's not, and they still, they take the pain. One of the female wrestlers, and I forgot her name because I don't follow wrestling as much anymore, but she messed up her shoulder so bad, and she opted not to get surgery. She just wanted to keep on wrestling.
That was Rhea Ripley. That was the one that I was talking about, and that's the thing now, like, because everything's like they basically work every day, and there's no hiding. Any of these 90s, they can go into the ring and do their thing, and they could get away with so much stuff. But everything's like, we see everything as a fan now, so there's no escaping it. So they do put themselves through a lot, but they're paid very handsomely. I'll say that. You
may know this, Phil. What happened to Sean McMahon? This is a little. I know he doesn't participate anymore in wrestling, right? He's
Shane McMahon, the son.
Shane McMahon. Sorry,
He No, he's not involved in it. He tried to do a few different things himself. He left wrestling for a while. He tried to get into golf. Maybe he was producer for Happy Gilmore too, because he was trying to link up with Rory McIlroy, from the golfer from here. And but I don't know actually what he does now. I couldn't tell you. He's still a billionaire, I'm sure. I'm sure he earned a lot of money. And
another good series to watch is, one last thing about wrestling, is the one right before that with Vince McMahon.
But that
a lot of people talk about that one.
I like that too. However, it was it didn't highlight the main issue we all wanted to see, which was his depravity of being a pervert.
Yeah,
that documentary was basically Netflix giving you the history of WWE before coming on to Netflix. It was like, for people that want to get back into it, this is what's happened in the last 50 years, and we're going to go from there now with Netflix Live. So it felt like a history of the company more than a Vince McMahon documentary. But that Unreal documentary, what I really liked about it was the fact that they did showcase a lot of the up and coming talent, like your Rhea Ripley's, your Cody Rhodes, your Jey Usos. It shows them guys, you know what I mean? They could have very easily focused on Randy Orton and like the older superstars have been there for years. But I'm glad they kind of focused on the younger guys.
So as you know, I'm not into wrestling. I used to be. Back in the day when I was younger, it was the time when Undertaker, Ultimate Warrior, all those kind of characters were involved with it. I might watch this. Von Hootson, you'd like to hear my thoughts on it. I might give this a go. Sorry, asking it, who's the guy on the poster? Did you say
Cody Rhodes? Yeah.
So my reference point to him is he did an episode of a YouTube show which I really like called Snack Wars. Don't know if you guys have seen that.
Chicken wings.
It was phenomenal. No, not that's
Hot Ones.
The Hot Ones, yeah. No, Snack Wars is where you eat British or American snacks. But he was phenomenal in it. And he came across as a really nice guy. So
Pete, do you know he was also in The Naked Gun?
Don't think
he was the barman. He was the barman.
Ah, is that the one that gets his head banged? Right,
yeah, that's him. That's Cody Rhodes.
Okay, interesting. Right, we'll get to Naked Gun in a second. Let's do the other two first. So Derren Brown, Only Human. That was a live show I went to see last week. I don't know if you guys are aware of Derren Brown. Hypnotist, magician, I'm not sure what you would call him. But he was playing down in Sunderland, which isn't too far from me. So myself and my daughter and her new partner Archie went to see this. Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I'm very skeptical about all this kind of stuff, about hypnotism and all that kind of jazz, you know. But absolutely, really, really worth watching. If you're not familiar with Darren Brown, I would recommend going and watching some of his specials on Netflix. The stuff he is able to do is really impressive. Like, you know, making people forget colours and things. And to the very extreme, he made people rob a bank and things, or made people commit murder and all that kind of stuff.
Do you think that's real though?
So I
Or
don't.
it's
so
like
this-
stuff like when like the people that suddenly forget colours. Do you not think they're just plants in the audience that he's put there?
So he doesn't use, well, as far as we know, he doesn't use plants. And I tend to believe that, Sorrel, because this guy's been operating now for 20, 30 years, and at no point has there ever been any stories about someone coming forward to say they're a plant. Yes, it probably pays them well. But if he does do plants, he has to do it in every single city he goes to, because the people he gets up on stage are locals. The guys.
And the
in
NDA
Southern-
agreements that would be in place would be insane.
yeah, maybe. But all I can say is it's an incredibly entertaining show. So I would recommend people go check him out. I'm the same. And he's very honest and open about it. He says it's all just showmanship and tricks and things like that. And very absolutely leads people to where he wants them to get by the end of things. But how he does it is what I find interesting, you know?
Do you know something, Pete? I'm sorry. I like under those ones. You ever see like churches and like the priest puts the hand on the head and they all start shaking and going mad?
Yeah.
It's nonsense. I cannot believe that he actually hypnotizes people to do these things or whatever.
I find the hypnotizing stuff really interesting when he touches them, and it's like interesting. But this guy's also, just in relation to the stuff you've just talked about, Phil, it's worth checking out again on Netflix. I think he did a series of documentaries where he went around all the kind of the faith healers and all that kind of stuff and the clairvoyants in America, and basically showed you that it's crap. He shows you. He never claims to be able to communicate with spirits and things like that. He showed you how they prey on people. So yeah, interesting stuff. Just going to quickly check the chat before I talk about Unreal Twisted Metal. Sorry. The chap you were just talking about, recurring character in Arrow. Did he play Prometheus? No, he didn't. No.
Who did? Is this Cody Rhodes?
Cody Rhodes, yeah, on Arrow.
Did
Wasn't
he?
it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Aye.
Someone Google and tell us who he played in Arrow, because I just enjoy. He's a mentalist. That's right. Saw him live once and it was incredible. His shows are superb. Saw him in London a few years back. I'd love to see Darren Brown live. I've recently been watching some of his old stuff on YouTube. He does some great stuff.
He played Derek Sampson in Arrow, by the way.
I'm not familiar with that character.
He was the drug dealer that couldn't feel pain.
Oh, yes. Yeah. All right.
That's
okay.
Cody Rhodes.
He uses suggestion. He had a special where he literally implants something in your mind during the show, so you pick something at the end and then he reveals it. Yeah, so he does that in this show as well. You feel it's free choice, but it's not. The show where he went and did a trick on a whole audience in the theatre and then explained it, then had a complete twist, felt freaky. Yeah. Nice to see you, bud. I've seen him live. Mind blown. Absolutely. Yeah. So yeah, well worth checking out. You don't have to believe the stuff to go and see, because I don't necessarily believe it. I do believe he doesn't use stooges, but I think it's all very clever how he does it. Do you know what I mean? You think you're choosing something, but you're not. Yeah. And I think there's a lot of subliminal messaging and stuff in there. Twisted Metal Series 2 is started on, I can't remember which channel, is it Peacock or something? We've got 3 episodes dropped. I've watched the first episode. The first series started poorly but got a little bit better. This series starts really strong. Very graphic, very violent. Anthony Mackie obviously is the lead character. Any of you guys seen it?
I've never seen it.
It's not bad. It is worth a watch. And then, Phil, who else has seen The Naked Gun?
I haven't seen it, and it's because of you. You influenced me. I was ready to go, but I seen your post on Instagram, so you are an influencer now,
okay,
Peter. I didn't see it because of you.
Okay.
So
Okay. Sorrel, have you seen it?
Yeah, I have no interest either.
Is that because I've convinced you not to see it as well?
No, just in general. It's like a film. I think I said last time, it's a film that I'll catch on streaming at some point. I'm not in a rush to go see that.
Okay, Phil, tell me about The Naked Gun.
Okay, to be fair, and a caveat is I recently joined membership of my cinema. It's like £12 a month. You see as many movies as you want. So I didn't go to see Naked Gun as such. I just wanted to go to the cinema and I see Naked Gun.
Yeah.
So it's not like I was busting to see it. I was probably the same as everyone else. It's like it's the Naked Gun. It's Liam Neeson, not Leslie Neeson. And Liam Neeson, who does since the movie Taken, what has he really done since? Like really cheesy, stupid action movies. Obviously, he was a big guy, actor back in the day, but not so much recently. But listen, the opening scene is a bank robbery, and a little girl walks in, I don't know, about 3 foot tall, and all of a sudden it's Liam Neeson kicking ass, right? Completely stupid, really far-fetched, but it's not too far removed from the original. Yes, it's not Leslie Nielsen, but it's in the same idea. And I'll also say it brought back Pamela Anderson into the public, what's the word, domain, because I've heard all about her, and for whatever age she is, she still looks pretty good. So I think it's funny. I think it's quirky jokes, stupid jokes. It's nowhere near the original, but it has its place as being quite a few LOL moments, no doubt.
So I love this kind of comedy. I love Airplane. I love Top Secret. I love The Naked Gun, the original, that kind of stuff. I watched the original Naked Gun just last week or something, and loved it. So it's not that I don't enjoy that kind of comedy. I just didn't like this at all. And I wanted to. The trailer was naff, I thought. And then everybody said this is amazing, blah, blah, blah. It's getting great reviews by people. I just didn't find it particularly funny. In the bits that were funny-ish were copied off other things. Like there's a bit which is directly off Austin Powers. You know, the bit where you're seeing the silhouette of him doing things and stuff. The plot, you know, the plot is basically Kingsman. You know, the guy's got the plot device which turns people crazy in fights. And I slightly disagree with you, Phil. I think some of the humour is very, very much in line with Naked Gun in terms of kind of the subtle, silly jokes. Do you know what I mean? Like take a chair and she takes a chair, or walking through a door and there's no door there and stuff like that. Some of that kind of stuff is very much in keeping with Naked Gun. But then it does go really weird. Like there's a big scene at the end where his dad, who he thinks is an owl, carries him by the shoulders and flies him through the city fighting crime. And it's like, what? Naked Gun was silly, but it wasn't like this
really far-fetched.
Yeah.
That part was quite silly, to be honest. But then they needed a plot device to get him to that part of the movie, so they threw in an oil. You're right, those kind of jokes like take a chair. But then those movies, like I think comedy is really hard to do nowadays because what can you do? What can you get away with, so to speak? I put it this way, this has made me want to go back and watch Naked Gun. It's made me want to go back and watch Scary Movie. And you mentioned the same plot as Naked Gun. Like Scary Movie had the same plot as Scream, essentially. Just artistic. So it's obviously going to take stuff from other movies and just make it stupid. It's not a massive. I wouldn't be rushing to the cinema and paying full whack for it. I'd maybe, wait till it's streaming somewhere or else watch it on a dodgy TV box if you want. But it's definitely worth a watch.
There was some fun in it, I guess. I mean, I went with my wife and my mother. My wife wouldn't speak to us afterwards, and my mother said she gave it a 1 out of 10.
Is that because of the crudeness of the scene?
No, it wasn't the crudeness. It's just she didn't find it funny. But what I would say is the guy sat in front of her laughed all the way through. So, it's
Can
not,
I just say though,
not for me.
Do you think it deserves being called The Naked Gun though? Like, because with sequels like this, I often wonder, would this have sold as many tickets if it wasn't called Naked Gun? If it was just him being stupid in a movie that's a cop movie that's a silly slapstick comedy without the name Naked Gun?
So, me personally, and I think I'm not in line with what a lot of people are saying about this film. So, me personally would say, I don't think you would get any positiveness about this if it wasn't attached to the franchise.
Exactly.
If you went to see this and it was just a not linked to the Naked Gun, I think you would struggle to find much fun. You would just be like, "What the hell is this?" You know?
Yeah, like
It's like the
one of-
Jumanji sequels, isn't it? You're like the whole thing of why is it? It's not Jumanji. It's not even linked to the first film. Really, they've modernized it. It's like just make something new. Why do they need to always attach it to something else?
So usually I would agree with that. Sort of like even like when they do make movies like Indiana Jones or The Matrix 4, like leave things where they are and just come up with something new. But some of the gags in this, like for example, there's a shootout scene with the robbers in the bank, and he throws one of them. It's obviously clearly a crash dummy, and obviously the shooter like you can't. They don't happen in modern day movies. I think is it Fuzzy mentioned there, or maybe it was Chris, about we're all too old and miserable. And we don't have too much interest in these kind of movies anymore. But
I love them kind of movies because, like, growing up, I had all the growing up, we had Scary Movie, and then we also had like the Epic movie series franchise. Remember them? There were loads of them, like superhero movie, epic
superhero movie. But that's what I'm saying. They got stupid. Like super Scary Movie was good. And there was 4 of those, I think, 4 or 5 of them.
More of them at this point. Yeah.
But then they became stupid again. But maybe now that they're come full circle, and we're getting again.
I liked the crash dummy thrown bit and stuff. That made us chuckle. For me, it was, and I think in this some of the physical comedy worked. It was some of the dialogue just didn't blow us away. And I think Chris is saying we're all getting too old and miserable. I hope not, Chris, because I still love the originals, and that's why I'm tempering my view on this, because I'm wondering if I'm just negative because it's not Leslie Nielsen. Do you know what I mean? And he doesn't. Yes, Liam Neeson is good in this. But I don't think his timing and his delivery is anywhere near Leslie Nielsen's delivery.
When's the last time you watched a good comedy movie? I've struggled with comedy for years. Even Adam Sandler ones don't really do much for me anymore. Like when's the last time you actually enjoyed a comedy movie?
Naked Gun last week, the original. But I can't. To be honest, I don't. We don't go and see a lot of comedies. We're going to see horrors and stuff now.
I'd say Bridesmaids, which came out I think probably over 10 years ago now.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to think, Phil. To be honest, I'm struggling to think.
But that's what I'm saying. Even back when I was a teenager, like American Pie, remember that? Like I thought that was funny. But watching that now, I would hate it if I watched that as a 40-year-old man now. But that's trash. But back then it was hilarious.
It's not aged well. It has not aged well. The jokes in that have not aged well. It's got a very rapey undertone vibe now.
Well, I heard that it's harder to do comedy movies than drama because you have to make people laugh, which is harder. So it's a good question.
Good. Okie dokie, guys. Okay, so we're going to give away some comics. So this week we're going to look at #PassPoint. So #PassPoint. So obviously in reference to Efren, #PassPoint Comics. So stick #PassPoint in the comics. In the comments to win some comics, and we'll give them away in a second. Whilst the guys are doing that, let's just ask our killer question. So the last question, and this time, Rogue One. Yeah, agree. Heads of State was pretty funny. I did like that. That was good.
Is that the one with John Cena and
Okay. That was quite fun. It was quite fun. So the killer question. So this question, Phil, in case you haven't seen it, is submitted by someone in the Instagram public, and this time it's from Chris Bell. Now, it's a little bit of a hard one, this one. So ignore 1978. That was the answer to another question. Would you rather lose your sight or your imagination? Let's end on a comedy positive beat, shall we? Would you rather lose your sight or your imagination?
Chris, mate, was a leg not enough for you, my friend? I've got to lose something else now. Jesus.
I think that's a real... Well, I don't think it's a hard question. I know where he's going with it, but I think for me, whilst you guys are thinking, I love my imagination, because if you didn't have your imagination, you wouldn't get into all your comics and all that kind of stuff. But I would be devastated to lose my sight. Just the practicalities of it. I love the visual medium. I love reading. So yeah, I'm going to go sight. Efren, we'll start with you, mate.
You would rather lose your imagination, right?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'd rather lose my imagination and keep me sight.
Yeah, same here.
I'd be a miserable old bugger, so no real change. But yeah, I would definitely keep
I mean, yeah, it would be imagination. Unfortunately, I mean, we wouldn't be able to read books, watch movies, watch TV shows, look at your lovely faces all the time. So yeah, you know, it would be imagination.
So you would lose your imagination, same as me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Look at how stressed Phil's getting. I told you this was a hard show.
It was just that last comment there from Chris. Yeah. I need visual aids, I suppose, these days anyway. But if you see my YouTube videos, I don't have much imagination, so there's not much to lose. I'll lose it. I'm glad they keep my sight. So at least if I'm reading comics, it's telling me what to think rather than me trying to think what it could be. So
it's bedtime. It's bedtime.
Yeah. Past the watershed, we're fine.
So sorry, Phil. What was your final answer there, mate? What you losing?
I would lose my lack of imagination.
Okay, good. Sorrow.
I think you're all nuts. I'm losing my sight, mate.
You're losing your sight.
I lose my sight, mate. I can have comics read to me. It's fine. My imagination. You need that imagination. I'm nuts without that. Nah, I like my imagination. Everything's better in your head anyway, isn't it? Even your wife.
That is true. Wow.
No
What did you just say? What did you just say?
No one can lie about that. Come on.
Wow. I hope she doesn't watch this. Okay.
Imagine how she was when I met her rather than how she is now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think you should stop talking.
She's not watching. We're fine. In a minute, I'm just going to get slapped. You watch.
Fuzzy, take my balls. They're unnecessary.
You can't take mine. They're my wife's purse.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
How are you doing? You all right?
I ask her the question.
What's up?
What would you rather lose, your sight or your imagination?
It's a light show tonight, you know.
It's a light show tonight,
Yeah.
My sight.
You'd lose your sight.
Yeah.
Well, then actually, that would be good because your dad said you would lose his imagination. So you can pair up, can't you? You can
I wouldn't
support
want
each
to be
other.
around him. He'd be boring.
Very true.
point.
Very true.
You
Very
know,
true.
we've dealt with a world where you can lose your sight and still function properly.
Yeah.
They made audiobooks. You can imagine things in your brain. Regular books.
Yeah.
You know, people can read to you. Yeah. I just got this new set. I'm so excited. Okay, bye.
Okay. Lots of people in the comments. Wayne, my sight, I could imagine my wife looking sexy and not have to look at her ugly. Wow.
Oh, God.
There you go.
Wow, Wayne. Wow.
Yeah,
Chris, ladies on point, 100% lose your sight. Okay, chaps. Thank you for that. Just a quick mention. We have got memberships live on the channel. Got lots of members, but please do consider that and have a look-see on YouTube for that. Just mention some content that I wanted to talk briefly about. Bat Dan, our pal Dan, has started his own YouTube channel, so fantastic. He's got his first video out, and it's really interesting. It's all about CLZ and how he catalogues comics. So please do go and give him a check. Go and have a look at his channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Somebody in the chat, please write down Bat Dan's YouTube username, because I don't think it's Bat Dan Presents. I think it's Bat_Dan. But please do stick that in the chat so people can go and check it out, please. Great first video for his first video, so well worth watching. Phil, look at that little face. What's this video coming out, Phil?
It's just a good old-fashioned comic book omnibus haul. Again, my lack of imagination, come up with new ideas. So I got a few books in. I thought I'd record a video and put it out. But you know something, Pete? I was trying to be really creative today, and I wanted to release it before tonight. And I was on Premiere Pro, trying to be all professional and edit the video really well, and I've ruined the edit. So now I need to go back and redo it. So.
Never mind.
I will tell you this, guys. Editing's overrated. 100,000 followers right here, and I don't edit shit.
Yeah.
Sure, did you not lose like 10,000 or something last week of like dead accounts or something? Is that right?
10,000? I didn't lose. If I lost 10,000, I'd cry, mate. I wouldn't be here right now. I lost about 200 from that dead accounts.
Yeah. So please do go check out Phil's channel. It's great that you're doing some content, Phil. And it's been lovely having you here tonight. Really do appreciate you jumping on. Couple of things to mention. Next Friday, so not this Friday coming, but Friday after, we've got our next episode of Rusty Staples. So join me to catch up on all the fun. We're going to do some comic book reviews. Andy's gonna be talking to us about this sell up channel thing again. I've ballsed it up. I've bought some bloody blind bags and I cannot sell them. So yeah, Andy's going to win that one. But one of the books we are talking about is The Incredible V for Vendetta by Alan Moore. So if you want to take part, please read the book and then you can join the chat next week. Andy's already started reading it and I think he's quietly impressed. So I haven't caught up with it yet. But yeah, I'm looking for. I love the movie as well. So yeah, please do check on that. A little bit of a plug as well. Mighty Collectibles has started a podcast. He's got a great channel, and I went on his channel on Friday night and we recorded a bit of a chat about Master of the Universe. I think it goes for about an hour. It's a podcast. Talking all about the action figures, the movies, the cartoons, and things like that. So please do check that out as well. Let them know in the comments that you've come from my channel, please. Sean, next Friday's show will involve your 20 minutes about your favourite sandwich filler. Probably something like that, mate. Something random. So yeah, lots of stuff on there to talk about. Efren, what have you got coming up on your channel?
I've just noticed that Anton, he hasn't gotten the hashtag right yet.
He's tried it like 20 times, though.
Yeah, it's about 20 times. He still hasn't gotten it right. There's no space between hashtag and pass point. I don't know, Peter. Honestly, I still haven't done Up on Comics that yet. I've just been lazy. I usually do it on a weekend. Peter and I are working, hopefully, to get some artists to interview on our channels.
Yeah.
When I went to Comic-Con, I talked about 4 or 5 artists. I'm sending messages to them. Hopefully, we got one confirmed for September. And I'm waiting for the other ones. And they told me to keep on asking them basically until they see the emails or the messages on Instagram. Also, Peter and I are going to do like top 10 videos again. I use this one site called the Zap Kapow, and they have a blog. And they started doing their blogs again. And I asked them if we can use them, and they said yes. So we're going to be doing those again in the future. And our monthly advance orders is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah,
too.
we'll have to get that soon. That done. Superb. Good stuff, everyone. And Sorrel, what's coming up on your channel?
As you can see, I've got a big blank space here. People have been asking about it all night long. I've basically cleared off all the Five Nights at Freddy's stuff. I'm going to refill this whole space with shelving, and we're going to have all the horror toys on there. So I'm going to do a top 30 horror NECA figures that I've got in my collection. Because I've got around about 50 odd NECA figures. So I'm going to do like a top 30 and make it about 30 minutes long and do like a really long form video. So that should be good.
Good stuff. Lots of good stuff to come. Andy's saying, real talk, least favourite pie. Keep it for the show next week, Andy, man. Keep it for the show. Other news, I went to a delicious pie shop today. Have you guys heard of the Hairy Bikers?
Yeah.
Oh, I love them.
So Hairy Bikers ran local pie place called Proper. It was delish. Anton, you don't need a space between the hashtag and the pass point. So just hashtag and then write pass point. Okay, chaps, that's the end of the show. Let's give away some comic books. Excuse me. Let me just share my screen. That's that one and that one. There we go. Okay, we've got 20 entries. So let's draw this and see who wins. Best of luck, everybody. And we are off. And tonight's winner is Dr. Von Hoot. Good stuff. I am very pleased that the Hoot has won. So, Von Hoot, let's pick you some books. Yes, Terry, I have. You went there not so long ago. Gary Eats. I love Gary Eats. Anyway, let's pick you some books. As Von Hoot is a channel member, oh my God, he gets 7 books. So, issue weekend. Efren, we'll start with you. What do you want us to do?
Stop.
I haven't started. I shall start.
Okay, stop.
There we go. Okay. That was one. Phil.
Stop.
I should also add, I'm a bit behind on my postage, so a few people have won over the last week or so, and I've not managed to post it out yet. I'm going to package all this up and send it tomorrow. Sorel.
Stroke Sakiti. Stop.
Okay. And we're back to you, Efren.
Can I say I watched Dr. Von Hoot's Whatnot show, and it was very entertaining.
Yeah.
Besides just regular YouTube, he was on selling stuff, obviously, but it was a good show. So I just wanted to say that. Stop.
Yeah. He did a load of card machines, which are superb. Card wins. Phil.
Stop.
How many is that? That is 1, 2, 3,
5.
5. 2 more. You've got some nice ones here, Von Hoot. Sorrel.
First one at the front.
First one at the front. And Efren, last one from you.
Okay, I want to make this a 3-hour show. I'm not going to say anything for 45 minutes, so we're just going to shut off at the stop. Ready?
Ready?
And stop.
Okie dokie. Right. Von Hoot. You've got some decent books, I think, mate. Let's get you some big. Oh dear God, that's horrific. Von Hoot. You might have some of these already because I know you collect a lot of the same stuff as me. But I don't know if you've got this one. This is a Comic Tom and Carnivore Comics Virgin variant for Transformers issue number 1. Not sure if you've got that one already or not. Sorry about the reflection, guys. But that's a bloody hell. That's a really nice book. I like that one. And this is limited to 500 copies. So I know you've got a lot of Transformer ones the same as me, but that's a nice one to have. We have then got a variant Amazing Spider-Man issue number 5. Look at that crotch action. Nice.
I wondered what you were showing them.
We've got
it was the crutch.
a shiny foil Superwoman.
Yeah.
Don't know
Art
who
Germ,
that
is it?
Art Gem, is it maybe? Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah, I think I
That's
have
a nice-
that myself.
Nice foil book.
60.
We've got a variant edition Night Vision Predator 1.
Nice.
Quite like that one.
Good cover, that.
We've got, again, a limited one. This is Cobra Commander number 1. Foil. So again, a nice one. Von Hoot. You might already have this, but if you haven't, good. Ghost Machine number 1.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm not sure if this is the... no, this isn't the first appearance, is it? I don't think. But yeah, Ghost Machine number 1. And then, I love these. And again, you might already have them. But this is James Tynion and Martin Simmons' Dracula issue number 2.
Oh, nice.
Which is a really nice interconnecting set. And because it's interconnecting, you get both covers. So that's the person being bitten. And then Drax on the back.
Oh, wow.
Biting them. So those covers, that is issue 1 and issue 2. They go side by side and look very, very nice. So yeah, some nice Dracula books. So there we go. Send us your address, Von Hoot, and I shall get those books out to you tomorrow. Like I say, I'm going to send those tomorrow. And, gentlemen, that's whack. We've done over 2 and a bit hours. I didn't think we had much to talk about tonight. But yeah, it's gone well. Phil, can I just say a massive thank you to you? It's been really, really nice having you. We've enjoyed your company and would love to have you back again at some point. So thank you so much for jumping. We would. It's nice.
Can I just highlight as well? Sorry, Andy asked the question about who done the artwork behind me. That is courtesy of Kevin Wells. Those two art prints. So again, if you want to back his Kickstarter, which ends on the 30th of August, £22 pledge gets you his book and a commission that size. So worth checking out. Sorry, I wanted to plug Kevin once more.
No. Kev does incredible stuff. So please do go check out his Kickstarter. And also check him out on Instagram for commissions. Because his commissions are cheap as chips and they're absolutely stunning. Okie dokie. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you, guys. We'll see you back here next Tuesday. Keep an eye on my socials. I'm planning on doing a show next Tuesday, but that's the day my wife's coming back from America, so I'm not sure if I'm on taxi duty or not. So I'll let you know. But for now, we'll catch you next time. Bye.
The curtains close. time to go. We really hope you enjoyed the show. Check out my channel for more geeky fun and hit like, subscribe before you run. All that remains is our thanks to you from Triple G and his YouTube crew. We really do hope you come on back, but for now, that's your whack. Yeah, that's your whack.